Hello, welcome, good evening to all of you e-sailing fans. We are back on e-sailing TV again tonight, and tonight we have a new exciting race coming up. It's the German class we're starting with, and then after we are going to the J-Boats Portugal Grand Final. They have been playing whole Saturday. All of the players has been playing 4 phases of 5 races, so 20 races in total, and 20 players has come into the final. And together with me guiding everything through today, we have there we have him, Norman. Welcome in studio, Norman.
Hey Thomas, good to see you, and all I'm seeing is a beautiful blue boat in the J70. Not seeing you or anything else, but we are ready to race. And the Germans are getting together today to have some fun, and we are back here live for you, showing off what we can do best, streaming live e-sailing TV.
Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of e-sailing TV today. And the Germans, they're starting up right now. So let's go into race number 1. Race number 1 is coming up, and of course we are in there as a spectator, so we'll just have to restart it. And the Germans are doing a 5 race regatta, 4 races back to back, and and then they're having a middle race in the 49er. So let's get ready to rumble with the Germans. 10 seconds to the start. We'll just come into the starting line when it's getting ready here. Race number 1 coming up, J70. It's a tactical boat, Norman. So here's the start.
Very tactical, right? Important to have a good, clear start, meaning away from everybody. So you see what's happening rather than being stuck behind someone. Oop, there's already a penalty given by Roxy Yoni.
Yeah. But see a slow start to Super Tauber, to La Kufia and Ahab. And Roxy Joni said he had a penalty in the start. He's also been in the fire all day, in the match race final, in the eSail DP qualifier final. So he lost it on a false start to the SailDP sailor grinder from the Spanish SailDP team, Jon Cardona. So here we go.
What a shame, huh? To be able in the finals and then basically get penalized at the start line. That is such a bummer.
That's a bummer. But here we see N-Bus in the lead. It's the German class. 4 races back to back. Race number 1 is coming up. Michael going to the right-hand side, where number 1, the N-Bus, is going towards the middle. And Norman, is that a good choice?
Well, if I look at the windsocks, he just tagged over back onto starboard. It was a good choice, and he might be still good because the windsocks are going from right to left. So the wind is on his nose, meaning on his favorite side. He is on starboard, meaning he has the right of way. Might be a good position. You know, he's Michael 14 is the other white boat who's in second. So yeah, and Boss and Michael are definitely in a good position for sure.
But according to server, it's Mykkelende in the opposite side and Ossehammer. They're coming from. No, a wind shift came in. See what happened? They went from second to 14th position. That's a very close race we are having here, but it's Michael and N-Bus. There is in the lead.
Tja, da ist wieder mitten in den Windschatten. Ja, so ist es. That's how it goes, guys. You're looking at the ley line, how it's shifting away from these boats. So now they're coming back into favor. But N-Boss and H&R Rocket and so they're already right at the right line, looking really good. And Michael coming strong. As I said, he is all the way over there. He did a good choice. But N-Boss looking the strongest right now. He's going to pass Michael quite early. But Michael is going to, he tacked over. He could have given some troubles to the other 4 boats right there. But so it is. We're going to see how this little angle, this triangle up to the top mark is going to play out.
Yeah, and we can say as it is, Michael, he did the fair play sailing here. He didn't do the e-sport way, where he just could sail in starboard tack and actually penalize the others in an aggressive move. But N-Bus coming in, he's starboard tack, High Sea Rocket coming around second. We know he can play in a high level. Then we have 2 registered sailors. Christina, no, she has to go behind. So Roxy Joni in third. Penalty to Lapis. Johannes Barnsen, the German champion, in 4th. Michael coming in 5th.
Right. And N-Boss is already past the reaching mark and downwind already. So he having to stay clear of any wind shadow coming from behind. H&R Rocket really close, only 22 meters. So super close race. And he's jived already over into the lighter wind, where H&R Rocket decided to sail further to the ley line. A little bit more wind. This might be in his favor.
And what we see here, it is the J70. It's a long downwind race they have at the moment. The stats for the boat is a wind shadow 30 meters big. And we'll see over here, see the boats here, how they're fighting using the wind shadow. And Norman, sometimes I'm saying, here we are seeing a textbook attack. What's the best way to attack with a wind shadow in the J70?
Well, right now you have the wind shadow, the boat's slowing down, so you can actually steer towards them, which gains even more wind shadow towards them, and you're just taking meters away from them, and you're gaining the meters for the boat in front of them. So Roxy Yoni is just staying there, not changing at all, and all the other boats are just passing him like he's just having an anchor. Yeah. It's quite amazing.
High Sea Rocket won that downwind race in front of N-Bus, so he's now in the lead. N-Bus tacking away. They're splitting up. Interesting choice. Johannes Barnsen coming in, Roxy Joni and Christina Schuber coming in. And opposite, we have Michael going. So interesting choice. So, and here we see the split. Is it Michael again doing it? He's going to the right-hand side.
Right, is it going to play out? I mean, like, he did it too early. He jived over too early, so he lost the distance. HRC Rocket took the advantage of sailing in higher winds, and downwind, always more speed for you. And so he's leading right now. Michael decided to go, again, the same strategy as he did in the first leg up. Is it going to play out? I don't think so. Not this time, because the wind is different. The wind is against him now. So, in the green boat, which is N-Bus is still in good place. Michael is not doing that great right there. No.
But a new third also coming in. The German champion is showing his strength. He is actually getting better and better. And we saw a tweet from him earlier today saying, hey, I really need to get up in speed if I want to go to the World Championship and win the German Championship again this year. He is from Kiel, and he has been having some troubles playing because he's busy with his job. High Sea Rocket in the lead, N-Bus second, Johannes Barnsen third, Roxy Joni, the young player from Überlingen, southern part of Germany, at the Bodensee. He is in fourth.
Right, those guys know what they're doing, and Johannes knows what he's talking about, because the competition mode that happens on Virtual Regatta now is getting by the day better and better. So if you want to sail in the top leagues, doesn't matter what nations or the World Championship, you really have to step up your game. You cannot just show up, play a half an hour and be fine per day. You have to play an hour, 2 hours per day to really commit yourself to being a championship and win the gold.
Yeah. High Sea Rocket, he is in the lead. He will round the top mark first, and we see him coming around here, but he's not long enough away from N-Bus. N-Bus will do a downwind attack. It's all about, N-Bus a little bit slow. Maybe he can sneak away. We will see that in a few seconds. Then there's a gap to Johannes Barnsen and Roxy Joni. They're going to do their own private match race for third and fourth downwind.
Oh, now watch Michael coming up here, trying to throw some. Now he's behind it, so he's ending up at seventh or eighth. Yeah, coming around the top eight. Middle ender comes around strong. Here we go. Sixth is Mr. Michael.
So Secret Sailing in fifth, Mykylende 6, Christina 7, and Osse Hammer 8. But let's see here. Right now they're sailing like pearls on a string, but when they jibe towards that finish line, Norman, we will see a downwind attack. So let's see.
Let's see if Roxy Joni this time will do the opposite. Rather than just sitting duck and waiting for something to happen, maybe he will throw some dirty air. Because the other two boats are on their own, HRC Rocket as well as Endless. They're going to finish this up. But here we go. There's the action we're talking about. So Roxy is in advantage. Johannes is jiving out of it. It's going to be a jiving battle to the finish line.
And here we will see them do 10 to 12 jibes if this is really bad. Johannes attacking. Roxy Joni in the lead, just sneaks in, and now he can go in front of Johannes Barnsen and control the race. And another boat joins in that battle. But
now the two are clear, but the danger is now for Johannes Barnsen being penalized once Roxy turns. Here we go. Close call. Jesus Christ, and nobody got injured. So, okay, good. I think Roxy Joni taking it home, though. I think he is
Yeah,
taking it home.
he is taking it. A win for Hersey Rocket
Nice.
in Boss second, Roxy Joni third, Johannes Barnsen fourth, Secret Sailing coming in fifth. And one thing we need to say about Secret Sailing, he was part of the Kieler Yacht Club Youth Tournament today with 45 sailors. Le Marc getting a penalty by Lapis, La Couvienne, Sail Tracks coming in, and the rest of the fleet coming in today. They are really, I have to say, close to each other. There's nobody losing big time. Super Tower coming 8.
That was a really sweet race. Yeah, everybody finished up, so nobody disqualified. Maybe one. No, I don't think so. I think all 18 should finish it.
And Norman, will you have the honor to say all the names? I know you are
Sure.
actually from German blood, but you're sitting in Sarasota, Florida. So you've been looking forward to tonight to say their names in German. We are ready.
Also, im ersten Platz, wir haben HRC Rocket. Auf dem zweiten Platz ist Endboss auf dritter Position. Und auf dem Treppchen ist das Roxy Joni. Johannes Barnsen auf Platz 4. Secret Sailing 5. Müggelente auf Platz 6. Und 7. ist Schober Christina. Das ist ja mal eine schöne Frau hier. Ausgezeichnet. Ostsee Hammer auf dem 8. Michael auf dem 9. AH 10. Lapis ist auf 11. La Kufia 12. Le Marc 13. 14. ist Sail Ranks. Rio oder Pi-Rot ist 15. Airi oder Eire ist 16. Luda Hubi ist 17. Und letzter ist nicht der Super Taube auf dem 18. Platz. Ausgezeichnet, Jungs.
Fantastisch mit dem deutschen Sprache, aber wir sind nur ein international streaming channel, so we're going back to English. And so here we see the stat. Hersey Rocket with the best start, 0.6. That's actually a slow start. Sail Tracks with best average speed. Endboss sailed the shortest distance but came in second. Let's try to see why he came in second. If we can see something here. Yeah, he lost it at the gate mark. It was the downwind race. He lost in it. The first downwind race, Hersey Rocket came in front of Endboss and took over the first position and defended it all the way. We can see Roxy Joni won the downwind battle, the last downwind battle, to the finish line over Johannes Barnsen, and they switched position. So good start here in the German class. So let's see if we can get some results. Norman, they're really doing a great job here in Germany.
Right. They know how to sail. You know, it's a sailing country for sure, as many other countries as well. And as you know, Germans are always very well organized. So watching them race is a good thing to do. And all of them have shown themselves on the world ranking list quite strong. And there's a few new names, you know, that I have not seen before. Let's say Super Taube or even Christina, the German female sailor. I have not seen them race, but I'm happy to see them up there and trying to do their best. So really cool.
That's really, really cool what they're doing here. So let's just go in and watch the scoreboard. No, they have not upgraded yet. It will come in a few seconds, but we're getting ready for race number 2, and race number 2 is going to be in the 49er, Norman.
One of my favorite boats, even though I only scored a 100% score on the Nacra 17. I like the 49er. I seem to be always ending up somewhere strong because it's such a quick, fun boat going around. It's kind of like my attitude. I like it.
Yeah. The 49er is also one of my favorite boats. Normally when I sail it, I actually sail up with the top players, and that's one of the few boats. We had a battle going on a couple of days ago. I'm not allowed to compete in the championship because I know so much about the boats and doing the streaming, but we had a quite a good battle, Norman, when we were there. We are waiting for the score, but let's go in and
the server is up. Yep, the server is up.
So let's just go into the server. The score will come up late. Race number 2 coming up, and it's going to be a 49er. The 49er is a cool boat, Norman. It's normally 2 persons on it, but today it's 1 person steering it either on a mobile phone, tablet, or a desktop, laptop. But what do we know more about this boat?
What do we know more about it? You have to be... it's sliding around the buoys quite a bit, so you have to know kind of like when to hit that T button to tack around or drive around, because it's swirling around the mark. And what else we know is it's very quick, up as well as downwind. And so the upwind is really a very important, read the wind right to make this boat go fast. and you'll gain meters in front of everyone else.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
The 49er has some cool stats. Upwind, we will see it have a best VMG 10.7 or 11.7. So in between a whole knot, it's all about the wind, how the wind is going into the sail here in best VMG. Then we will see a wind shadow of 23 meters when that's coming up. So it's not an aggressive attack boat downwind. It's more using your wind shadow to defend your position upwind. And where do you win this boat type when you're going into the race?
Where do you win this?
Yeah,
Where do you win this?
Yeah, what's the tactics and strategy? Is it mostly the upwind? It's a long upwind we have in this race here.
Right,
so is it the upwind or the downwind race where you actually can win this race?
I feel like you can win it on both ends, to be honest with you. And again, it's really important to get around the marks quickly, which also gives you always a few meters. And those few meters then allow you to be free of wind shadows on the downwind. And also you want to stay clear of any wind shadows when you go upwind. So it is similar to the J70 in that regards. You have to stay clear of those wind shadows because it's going to give you a different angle to the wind and as well as less wind, and you slow down. So stay out of those. That's what I say.
Stay out of those. And let's have a small presentation. 50 seconds to start. Roxy Journey. We have Aya. We have Super Tauber. We have Secret Sailing. Johannes Barnsen. Sail Tracks. La Couvia. Lapis. Luderhobby. Lemark. Firot. Then we have Ahab. 007. Muggelende. Embossed. Osse Hammer. Schauber Christina. Or Christina Schauber. HSC Rocket. And Michael 46. 20 seconds to start. And the wind is shifting a little bit. So what to do now, Norman?
I think it's pretty good. You want to find in the start line, you want to find your little spot, meaning where you fit in. And so you stay clear of the leeward boat and the windward boat. And here we go, penalty. That's really bad at the start. You want to be clear. So the boats to the left side are a really good position because there's nobody in their way.
Yeah.
So Ira did the right thing. Muggelende did the right thing, it seems like. And then the boats turned over. Endboss to the right. Split fleet. La Kufia going up Muggelende. So that's where you see all those actions right now in the beginning of the start. And they're sailing towards the higher wind. So that's really important. More wind, more speed. And the wind angle will be in your favor too. So all the boats going to the left side, to the far side of the course, will slow down tremendously at this point.
Yeah, we can almost see how the racetrack, the race course is split up to two because of this wide area we see go in between the middle of the picture. And that's how we see where the wind is. It's the dark area the wind shadow is. But one interesting thing in this start of this 49er race, HSC Rocket, Johannes Barnsen, Roxy Journey, Secret Sailing, all the top players, as we see as top players, got a penalty in the start just before the start line. So they are now in behind rest of the fleet. So Muggelende in the lead.
Very nicely. La Kufia, also a boat that we haven't seen much, is in second right now, which is awesome. So they are doing their thing and they're in a really good position. High winds, wind on your sail, and Endboss also. But then all the way back there, it's going to be Super Taube and H&R Rocket now coming back up into the mix of the game. So boy, sometimes you just need to be on the water, on the boat to see which really is best. Sometimes you can just guess on the screen.
Yeah. But a wind shift came in, and now Super Tauber is in the lead, getting the wind over the sail, sailing the shortest distance. HSC Rocket will be in second. Ahab 007 in third. But Muggelende, La Couvia, Osse Hammer is battling for fourth. But is this the gap he needs, Super Tauber, to race this all the way home by himself?
Yeah, so it looks like it, 15 meters going to turn into 35 meters, so maybe more. So it's 39 meters, 47 meters. There's a huge chance, and this is a big, broad reach, so you might be able to set your spinnaker early and sail down to the mark, but maybe not quite. Yeah. But this is a big lead for him. Yeah. And he came in the last race. So amazing to see the change in scoring right there. Roxy Joni, Johannes Barnsen, also he had 6, 7. Yeah. Very nice.
But Roxigioni fought his way back, but got a penalty in the battle against Secret Sailing. And see, Secret Sailing is now in 5th, Roxigioni in 6th. And here we see how close they are to each other, the boats, to use their wind shadow. Johannes Barnsen, Roxigioni and La Couvia battling it out. But one interesting thing, watch the radar. There's only one boat in the wind breeze. That's the yellow over here, Ahab 007.
Yeah, Ahab.
So 18 knots opposite side, 16 knots. So Ahab is coming from behind, getting 4th at the moment. Will he win even more wind? No, he's too long behind to capture.
The wind's dying on him again. So I think the right side, which Super Taube and HNRC Rocket took, and they knew what they were doing. It was a nice try. It was a good chance, but it didn't happen. And there's, again, more wind on the far side. And the Roxigioni coming around in 4th, Johannes Barnsen.
Penalty for Inboss, yeah. Inboss came in that starboard tack, and then Johannes Barnsen was so unlucky he didn't manage to turn that boat and got the penalty.
Right. So now Super Taube has lost its first position, but it's even with HR Rocket. So this is going to be a fun finish game on the top mark. And the rest are following. The yellow boat Ahab took the other side, and I don't know. Is he going to do it? We don't know.
We don't know. Let's keep an overview of the boats. We're just going up to the chopper, see how spread out the fleet is. So we have 2 boats battling for the lead, Super Taube, High Sea Rocket. But see, High Sea Rocket lost 50 meters in this upwind race. Lost 50 meters. Roxigioni battling his way back to 3rd by going to the left-hand side, where we have a boat like Secret Sailing went to the right-hand side. So all about the upwind race is very important in the 49er. Here you can do the difference rounding the gate mark.
Right. And I'm super impressed with Super Taube. First he came in 18th, and now he's in 1st. That's going to change the scoreboard for the racer. And HRC Rocket is now tacking over onto port side, trying to get around that mark in a few seconds. Roxigioni closing in, not bad. And then we have Müggelente here, I think in 4th coming around. And then Endboss coming as well. But there's 2 other boats, which is Loda Hubi and Secret Sailing. And those guys are coming close to the race.
Plus Johannes Barnsen. So 2 top players. Loda Hubi is trying to catch up with Endboss, the German champion, Secret Sailing. And Endboss, he will be on the attack. But see the 4 boats in the lead, Super Taube, High Sea Rocket, Roxigioni, Müggelente. There's so much room in between them that they cannot capture each other with wind shadow. So I think that's how the cookie will crumble there. But let's see from the bottom. Secret Sailing sailing away. He's going
Which is kind of dangerous because he's sailing into the lighter winds. It's going to slow him down, and that is not the best choice. If you look into the far distance, there is darker areas. You want to sail that way, because that's going to be a half a knot or 0.3 of a knot that you're faster, and it's going to just keep counting onto your distance for sure.
He did that 2 times. Last time we were streaming the German class, he went into lighter wind and actually lost a 2nd place, and now he's dropping to 8, so he's doing it again. This time 16.8 we're seeing here. Now it's not much difference, 17 knots. Loda Hubi coming in front of Johannes Barnsen. Johannes Barnsen going into it. Oh, penalty. He is he's not back in gear. He's losing a little bit. That means Firot coming in. But Roxigioni in 2nd, winning that downwind race. No, 3rd. Müggelente in 4th. And let's see here. Secret Sailing 6. Loda Hubi. Firot. Johannes Barnsen losing 2 positions in a penalty. Ahab 11. And again, very close by. No, Christina getting that penalty. But, Osse Hammer. That was an Osse Hammer hitting Christina. So Christina ending up last.
Really nice race, good to see, and some surprising good scoring bei Super Taube im 1., HHC Rocket im 2., Roxigioni 3., wieder die 2, Müggelente auf 4, Endboss auf 5, Secret Sailing 6, Loda Hubi 7, Firot 8, Johannes Barnsen 9, Aira 10, 11. Ahab 12, Lapis 13, Lemark 14, Michael 15, Ostseehammer 16, Sailtracks 17, Schober Christina und Disqualified La Q4 in 18.
Yeah. So interesting race here. La Pisse with the best start. Sailed the shortest distance. That was Roxy Joni. But where did he lose it? Because he actually won sailing the shortest distance. We saw him. Let's try to follow him. He didn't have the best start. See here where he started? Roxy Joni started in position 17th. And he sailed the shortest distance and battling himself up to third. That's an impressive race. He got the penalty in the start and ending up third. Great race by Roxy Joni. And when we're saying Roxy Joni, I know he loved this video we made of him for the CLGP. So let's see who he is. And he's not an underdog anymore.
Thomas, you think I'm an underdog? Watch out.
So Norman Roxy Joni here. He was part of the CLDP earlier today in the qualifier final. Ended up second, and right now he's also in second position. 6 points after 2 races, 2 third places. But it's High Rocket in the lead with a win and a second. Boss in third. But wasn't it Super Tower? Yeah, it's because Super Tower won the second race. That's right. He's 19 points in 7th place. But we have to remember one thing. There will be a discard. No discards today. It's back to back. So all points count. That's a good format. Next race coming up is the Nacra 17. That's a foil boat, Norman.
I like the Nacra. In the last 2 challenges that were in the World Cup challenges, I've got twice 100% on it. And I really like that boat. It is so, I like foiling boats and I like catamarans. That's my thing. I guess that's my place to be. And watching this boat, it's so fast. You have to be really quick in responding and trying to really, there's tricks in the start where you can be foiling at the start and then just hit it right going over the start line. That is kind of like the Asir move going downwind and then coming up. Well, it's kind of like the same on the foiling boat. If you're starting while you're foiling and having a clear space, you're most likely already going to have 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 meters advantage to everyone else.
But we love the Nacra because downwind speed 24.8. Right. It's so fast. And here we see them in the game. It's race number 3. It's 3 races back to back today. And see here's the foil boat. It's like flying on the water when it's foiling. It's fantastic to watch. And Norman, can we remember by which speed it's starting to foil?
It's starting to foil. It's the angle of it's the angle of 64 degrees. The speed, I don't know. I always look at this at the angle. So if you hit 64-degree angle, the boat starts to foil.
So here we see it's not foiling. It's at one of the noses in the water. This boat we're seeing here from Ahab 007. And there's been some research on the game. We know somebody's watching the game, and the community is keeping an eye on it. And they are saying these boats are really looking like real sailing. The only difference is we're not feeling the wind, the water, or the waves coming into the boat. But steering and everything according to the wind is actually almost fantastic. It's a fantastic engine they've produced here.
Nice. Well, that's what it feels like. I guess I'm a real sailor, and this feels the most realistic to me on the water, on the virtual water. So I really resonate with that boat. I love it a lot. And again, there's a lot of little tricks that you learn or tactics that you learn when you play more often and more frequently. And that's also like the rolling when you tack or the rolling tack, meaning you speed up a little bit before you tack over. So you get the foiling action. Sometimes when you have to duck, you duck more, so you start foiling like this boat just did. And with the foiling, you can gain a few meters back when you have to duck or dive under another boat. So there's a lot of little things that can help you gaining some meters or gaining back some meters for sure. The downwind action with is tough because the wind angle is not as the wind shadow is not as big. So you really have to make sure that you do everything right on the upwind. So you can be clear on the downwind.
Yeah. Actually, this boat looks almost like the 49er in stats. The Nacra 17 upwind has a best VMG upwind 14.5. Sometimes we experience 13.8, but it only has, as you mentioned, 22 meters wind shadow. The 49er has 23 meters, so it's 1 meter shorter, so you can't use this boat. It's pretty hard to use this boat to do a downwind attack because it's fast, and it's pretty hard to maneuver, and it's a very small wind shadow, so you will be under pressure in downwind. So again, focus on upwind, and in this case we don't have a reach start, so it's all about being in the harder breeze and go away from lighter wind.
Right, and here, so this is tough because to create this foiling action before the start line, you'll see in a moment that everybody's going to hunker around the committee boat and trying to get a good start from there. So it might be, again, a good position where this boat is right here that we're looking at, La Pisse. You might be finding a good little spot, then weaving to the left, bring it to 64 degrees angle, start foiling, hit that B mark, best VMG, and go over the start line. And that's how I would do it. But everybody else is trying to squeeze in and trying to find their spot. So it's really tough. 15 seconds before the start. You need to be in a good position, good angle, have a little spot to go through. And if you do, you have all the chances to win. 5 seconds, 3, 2.
And
there's the start.
See who sneaks in 8. But the best start was for Roxy Joni. And where is he going? Let's find him. He is here in the middle at the moment. But let's go to the chopper. Let's see the fleet. It's splitting up, Norman, in 2 groups again. One group going to the right-hand side, one going to the left-hand side.
And with 20 boats or 19 boats on the water, the split field usually happens because you want to get out of the wind shadow. That is one of the goals why they're tacking away. In usually cases, they tack right back to be back on the same course here on the starboard course or starboard tack. And so that's what happens. That's why we have to split course in the beginning.
Yeah. Let's get a little bit closer here. We can see Roxy Joni. He's in the lead, throwing dirty air on La Cofia. A little bit. It's 0.1 knots in difference. See, 14.5 upwind race. He's not sailing with best VNG at the moment. He's changing the angle because he's a little bit faster. That's geeky knowledge we have there, Norman, huh? Super Tower using best VMG, 14.5. So he's using the button, but see, he might sail without help, Roxy Joni. That's impressive.
Well, if he does that, that is impressive. But there's so much action going on with so many boats, you have to respond quickly. And doing that without race help, that would be an incredible feature right now.
He is without race help. See that?
Now we're coming up to that top mark again. Roxy Joni in the lead, and we have Michael La Cufia right there, as well as Luda. Those are the top 4. But Roxy Joni is definitely proving himself to be the king on that boat. Then we have La Cufia coming in second. Nice penalties to Luda, Johannes Bahnsen.
Again to the German champion and Luda at the same time in the battle with Michael, who's now in third. More penalties. Mykkelende getting one. La Cufia getting one for hitting the mark up there. See how costly it is. Losing second, and it's going fast. See, downwind speed, 23.6, 23.3. Opposite side, see, they're going into...
Ahab is doing the same thing as he did in the earlier race. He's going to the other side because he sees more wind there. Yeah. Is it going to play out for him, or is it just too long of a distance to get to the far distance ley line? We don't know until we see it. Right now, is he gaining?
No, they're losing momentum.
He's closing, but not as much as he needs to. So, Roxy Joni around it, Michael following quite closely, but IHOP and La Cufia now losing a bit of distance on starboard. They have the right of way. Watch out. Ooh, Osterhammer's trying to squeeze. Johannes trying to squeeze as
Oh,
well.
penalty to Johansen.
Penalty again, Johannes. Mein Gott nochmal, das macht man doch nicht. Pass auf, du Meister. Naja, okay, next. Osterhammer doing well in 5th place. AHC Rocket immer noch auf dem 4. Platz. And Michael in 2nd. All right.
Yes.
But look at Roxioni sailing into the light winds. Is this going to play out for him? I do not know.
He's attacking in front of Michael. He is in control of this race. He will not lose it. 50 meters to Michael. That's pretty hard to take over in a downwind race in the NAC for 17. It's only if Roxy is not thinking straight and going very much into lighter wind and will, instead of have the wind behind him, only have the wind beside him. Ahab here in 6. He's all the way in the right hand side.
He gained a couple of spots. Good. Yeah. But look how far he is away from the mark. It's far, far, far in the distance. All the other top boats are already there at the ley line and close to the mark. So he's going to be losing a lot of places and spots from that position for sure.
But we are rounding the top mark for the second time. It's Roxy Joni, Jonathan Koch coming in. It's almost like playing an EF50. No, it's not. It's a foil boat, but this one is a little bit harder to steer because it's sliding around the marks. The EF50 is bigger in it and much easier to steer around the marks. Super Top of 3rd, High Sea Rocket 4th, Inbox 5th, Ossehammer 6th, La Couvier and Luder coming in. Ahab, where is Johannes Barnsen? He's not there anymore. He lost connection. He is gone off this race. So let's see them going downwind. They're sailing like pearls on a string. Roxy Journey will win. Michael will get 2nd. Super Top of 3rd. High Sea Rocket 4th. But what's happening here?
Osterhammer is trying to do the wind shadow against his end boss, and he may have a chance to do so.
He's catching him.
He's catching him. So there is one example as to how it's being done. I think end boss is going to tack. No, he's going to stay on this course before he's driving. And Osterhammer was hoping, but look at that. But he's coming around doing the same thing, as well as Ahab to Oh, this is good. This is good finishing racing here. Fun. So, and look at that.
Battle coming up. That was good news for Inboss that he got help from La Couvier. Osterhammer 6, La Couvier 7, Ahab 8. Let's go a little bit back. This is Enter Your Name. We are going. He's queuing in the last. Aya coming in. Mückelende La Pisse. Lemark, then we have Christina in 14, Firot coming in 15, but it's Enter Your Name taking the honor of getting last over the finish line in race number 3.
Really nice. Roxy Joni once again auf dem Töpfchen hier, auf dem 1. Platz. Michael 2. Super Taube wieder dabei auf dem 3. HRC Rocket nur auf dem 4. Endbus 5. Osterhammer 6, La Couvier 7, Ahab 8, Luda Hobby 9, Alra 10, Mückelende 11, Lapis 12, Lemark 13, Schober Christina 14, Roth auf 15, 16 ist Enter Your Name, 17. ist Johannes Barnsen, disqualified, as well as Sail Tracks in 18th position, also disqualified.
And looking at that stats, Aya had the best start, 0.3. That's a fantastic start, actually. Not losing much. Roxy Journey, best average speed, sailed the shortest distance. Roxy Journey, that's why he's winning it. Best average speed and also sailing the shortest distance. Mückelende with 3 penalties. La Pisse, 9 jibes. Aggressive jibes or defensive jibe. Let's see. It looks like defensive jibes, ending up 12. So another good race coming up here in the German class. And Norman, let's see the scoreboard. They are warmed up now, so the score is already in there. That's going to be interesting here. Still High Sea Rocket in the lead, but see who is coming in second now. He's Roxy Joni, 26 points. Endboss 31, Mückelende 14, Super Trapper 41. And then Michael 44, Osterhammer 48, together with Ahab, Secret Sailing 49. So a very open race when we're coming into F18 in the next one. And that's a boat we actually don't see normally in these races.
Now we're down. This is a different boat, totally different. It's a foil. It's another catamaran. It's a foot longer. That's why it's called the F18. But it's a total different beast. It's the response completely different. Not to compare like, oh yeah, it's just like the Nagra. No, it's not.
And we can also see when we're coming into the graphics here, let's go into the graphics, we can see the difference. It's not like the Nacra. It's more like an EF50 actually.
Right.
But it's much smaller, and normally we don't see the sailing clubs using the F-18. It's one of the boats that's used the less in this game. So interesting choice.
It is not an official boat for the World Championship, so I guess that's why we see it less on the race course. But I like that the German Sailing Club is mixing it up a little bit and bringing the other boats that are available to us, which is the F-18, onto this track. I like it. It puts a little bit more. Oh, I haven't raced this one. Let's gonna give it a try. So it's nice. I'm glad they're doing it.
They are doing it. They are really doing it. It's a great race coming up. So let's see them do this race. This is the race number 4 coming up. It's fantastic we have these numbers in the game now. Race number 4 and F-18 coming in. And can Roxy Joni win over RSC Rocket? They are battling to get the best result into the middle race. That counts double. And there will be no discard today. So back to back, all the way in, top 10 will get into the middle race.
And I like this no discard. This is well, that means you race what you got rather than like throwing this one card away. So this is a nice little feature. By the way, Schober Christina is an official racer. Did you know that? She is a registered racer.
A registered racer, and we will try to go in and see what she's actually racing when she's not racing virtually, because we can see that when they're registered sailors, then they're describing themselves in there. So that's quite interesting. We'll try to see that when we are coming into the stats afterwards. That could be an interesting view.
So do you have any stats on the 18? Because I do not really have.
No,
I'm not saying it's a.
The 18 is not sailed that much, but it has a wind shadow 22 meters big. Upwind it has 12.5 knots in best VMG, and downwind we will see an average speed of 19.5.
So it's slower than an Accra.
Yeah, it's slower than an Accra, but it's also more. You can see it's more. How can I say it? It's more square-like than an Accra.
It's more like a Hobie Cat.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a little bit slower than an Accra, and it's not sliding around the marks, and not drifting around the marks when they're coming there. It's more turning normally around the marks, but they will not do attack.
Decker boards that keep them on the water.
Yeah. So
only 17 boats. Okay, we're missing one, obviously. Wonder who it is, but
it's Johannes Barnsen losing his connection. He's not in this race, but he had some issue with the connections in Kiel also last week when he was doing some races, so he's not to be seen here anymore. Roxy Joni, enter your name. Lamax, Super Tauber, Aya, Lapis, Ahab 007, Luda Hobby, Secret Sailing, Michael, Nbox, Mugelende, Phil Rott, Ossie Hammer, Christina Schuber, and then we have La Couvia, RSC Rocket. Keep an eye on RSC Rocket and Roxy Joni.
Right, and now we're looking at this wind. At the committee boat, we have high winds, and the socket going from left to the right. But at the pin end, we have lighter winds, but the socket's going from left to right. So sometimes I would consider, do I go to the pin end and do a port start? And if you get it right, you are in huge favor. That is a risky thing to do, but if you do it right, you're hard to catch.
Yeah. Secret Sailing with a penalty, Christina with a penalty before start. That will slow them down, but you can see here the boat is a little bit slower, also up in speed than the Nacra. RC Rocket in second, but it's N-Boss in the lead. Let's see it from the chopper here. Michael and Super Tauber left hand side. The leading boats, N-Boss, Ossie Hammer, RC Rocket going opposite. Let's try.
I like this position right there, to be honest with you, because you look at the wind angle, and they are going to be, as soon as they tack over to starboard, they'll be on a good wind angle, and the left side has more wind at the moment, but they're going to sail against it, and they're going to have the dying wind at them. So I like the idea of being on the right side, like N-Boss, Ossie Hammer, and HNRC Rocket too. absolutely.
Yeah, and Enter Your Name is taking it all the way to the boundary, almost all the way to the ley line. That's no, he's tacking in, going to cross, but he's very long away from the fleet. Is that a good move?
Yeah, I think the line is coming to him, so he might be good. I think it's better to be in the center, and I think Ostehammer is showing as well that he is quite, and Boss is in a good position, and the left side now is coming strong. Lots of boats. Oh, look at that ley line just come to them.
Huge
So
wind shift.
Müggelente, Roxioni, Ostehammer, all of them right there. Super Taube once again on the lead. I don't know who that sailor is, but boy, that he knows what he's doing. That's for sure. Jeez.
It looks great, but see here, opposite the Nacra, it's actually quite slow. We can see what they're doing here. It's not just speeding up here. So interesting to see the downwind attack. It's a long time since we've seen the F-18 in battle, so I can't remember the downwind attacks, but they're very close.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Squeezing through by Super Taube. No, by Super Taube, was that? I don't know who.
That was Müggelente and Ostehammer and coming in there.
Right, and here they are back on the broad region downwind, and Super Taube is leading Ostseehammer im Zweiten. Now they're going to do their action. Müggelende Dritter, Roxione Vierter, RC Rocket im Fünften. Now they're going to drive over to the other side because there is more wind on the other side. So it's a good choice to go to the far end of the course, whereas HRC Rocket decides to stay on this course. Let's see if it's going to play out in his favor.
We can see here they're going opposite. Yeah, some of the boats, as you're saying, Super Taube, Ostehammer, Müggelende, Boss, and there was a wind shift. Did you see what happened? The ley line just moved away. So jumped and Super Taube, Müggelende, Ostehammer, and it's not because it's jumping away. It's because the best VMG velocity made good change, and there we had a change again in the wind and the best angle towards the gate mark. Coming up here. Müggelende second, Super Taube second, but see here, Ostehammer, it's a penalty to Müggelende, caught in a burger, but Ostehammer also lost it. Roxioni killing two of his frenemies.
Wow, so Ostehammer now falling apart. Super Taube, I want to call it Super Ente. Super Ente is clearly, Super Taube is definitely in the lead now. But why is he losing distance? Did he not make the mark or something? I don't understand. No, it's Müggelende. Okay,
yeah, it's Müggelende.
Really lost it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, these colors throw me off. I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay. It's also when they're choosing the same colors of the boat and they don't have this this special mark, they can buy to their boats, then it's hard for us to see. Hello, Filippo Lanfranci, the world champ, is with us in the chat, watching these Germans racing, and he has a good eye to HRC Rocket, Roxioni, and Super Taube at the moment because they might be some of his big opponents for the World Championship.
So, back in Roxioni in second quite well. Super Taube is now switching back and forth depending, but look at that, Roxioni now in fourth. He's on starboard, but everyone else is in front of him. So Super Taube taking this lead onto the ley line, tacking over to starboard. Now, Ostehammer is doing the same thing, and we have Müggelende coming from the other side. Is it going to be enough? Because Ostehammer did too early, driving too early onto the ley line. So, whoa. Here we go. Müggelende comes around, taking the second because Ostehammer tacked over too early. Now he's on third, Roxioni in fourth, and the rest of the group's coming behind. Secret Sailing, Michael, Lacufia, you name it, they're all right there. Lamarck, Secret Sailing, already mentioned that, and then these yellow boats. Here we go.
But see who's dropping down. HRC Rocket in 7. That's a costly one for the battle for the victory because there will be no discard. He's in 7, and where his frenemy Roxioni is 4th, so Roxioni will be in lead with 2 points if this result stands. See Ostehammer on the attack. Roxioni doing the textbook attack with the wind shadow. Will he come in front? Let's see. 18.4. Oh, penalty to Ostehammer for sailing into Roxioni. So too late to do that attack. So one spot up for Roxioni, but HRC Rocket doing the same. He is currently in 5th now. See, he's battling his way up, coming from 7, 5th coming up here.
Right, and Ostehammer does what many people do, trying to get penalized themselves. and losing it, losing so much distance. That's a try hard and you lose.
A win for Super Tower, Myggelente in second, Roxy Joni in third, Osse Hammer in fourth, but it's going to be close for fifth. Osse will come in, but here, Harsey Rocket will get fifth. Fifth to him, Michael 6, La Kufia 7, Secret Sailing 8, Lamarck 9, Into Your Name 10, Boss under pressure 11, and sneaks in Phil Rott 12, Aya 13, Christina 14, but Ahab, Luther and Lapis is battling out for the honor, not getting last. Oh, I couldn't see it. That was a very close call coming up there, but we will see here in the result.
Also wieder auf dem Tröpfchen, hier auf dem Täppchen, auf dem Treppchen. Super Taube 1, Müggelende 2, Roxy Joni 3, Ostseehammer 4, HRC Rocket 5, Michael 6, Lakufia 7, Secret Select 8, Mark 9, Enter Your Name hier 10, Endboss 11, Firo 12, Aira 13, Schober Christina 14, Lapis 15, Luda Hobby 16. und Ahab in 17. Position.
Yeah.
Nice job, guys.
Yeah, really nice job. And to those of you that didn't understand German, I'm pretty sure you understand it now because Norman just said their name and their positions. So, I'm pretty sure you're good at that. So, best start, HRC Rocket. Sailed the shortest distance, was the winning boat, Super Tauber. And then we had the Lapis with the 14 jibes. Christina, most penalties, but not ending up last. Super Tauber took the win after the start. Myggelente had to battling with the Osse Hammer. He won that battle at the gate mark. And then Roxy Joni winning the battle over both of them at the finish line. So, good races. And we love to see action like this when it's coming up. And now let's go into the result, Norman. We have it here.
Let's take a look at those.
10 points to Roxy Joni, 12 points to HRC Rocket. That means that person of those two, or that skipper that is winning over the other with one position, will win this regatta. But Inboss 10 points behind Super Tauber in fourth, 23 points, Myggelente 23 points, Michael 31 points, Ossehammer 33, Secret Sailing 38, La Kufia, he's coming in 9, Ahab 10. That's top 10 going into the medal race. So Luther and company will not join in the medal race. 48 points, Euer 38 points, Phil Rott, Lapis, Lamarck. HRC Bundesliga team wasn't in the two of the races. If he had continued, he might be in top 10. Christina battling in with the best position in 7. So that's how it is. But top 10. No, they're putting in a discard.
Oh, they changed it.
They changed it with a discard after 4 races. And that shifts all of it. So Super Tauber in the lead with 5 points. HRC Rocket 7 points. Roxy Joni 7 points. But again, that's a very open battle for the victory. Myggelente 12.
It changes the whole picture.
Yeah, and Endboss 12. So they can also take the win. But they need to be 3 positions ahead of Super Tauber and Roxy Joni and HRC Rocket. 3 positions in front of them. Michael in 6, Ossehammer 7, Secret Sailing 8, La Kufia 9, Ahab in 10. But still, Luda Hobby, HRC Bundesliga team, Euer, Christina and Phil Rott not coming into the medal race.
So just the top 10, huh?
Just the top 10. So let's get ready to rumble. And who do you bet on, Norman? That's normally the person who is losing.
I think Super Tauber. I like Super Tauber. These two little animals, the dove or the duck will do it. That's what I think. So
Super Tauber is who you think. I have to say all the best of luck to Super Tauber because he just got the commentator's curse by Norman Sjendowski himself. And normally that's how it is. So So Norman might lose this. This is the medal race. It's coming up in a few seconds. Let's hope the Germans are a little bit fast so we can see it because in 7 minutes the grand final of J-Boats will start. And And while we're waiting for them to come in, I'll just inform the J-boats we will be ready 5 minutes past 22, so they will be a little bit in. Yeah,
Right.
where is Strommel Filippo? We don't know where he is. He's not racing tonight, so we can't see him. But where's the Germans? They haven't created yet.
Yes, it is created. I'm already seeing it. Roxy Joni, Ahab, Mika, Secret Ceiling, Müggelente is already 5 out of 10. So might as well go in.
No, there we have it. There we have it. Let's get ready to rumble.
And in 2 hours, we have the American weekly regatta going on as well, the USA Sailing Championship.
A lot of activities in the servers. Good made by all the community boats. That's fantastic what they're doing. And Norman, you are in the lead of the community, of the American community. Make sure that they're doing it.
The admin and creator of that server. And we're doing good. This is our 15th race, meaning 15 weeks in a row. We've been sailing every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York time. And we have a really good class going on there. It's not as strong as the Germans, but it maybe has to do that the American Sailing Association has not joined the official e-sailing world, whereas the Germans, they are fully in it, like the Italians, like the Spaniards or Portuguese. They are all fully in it. And let's see if the Americans will join this wonderful opportunity to keep the community racing during this lockdown of the world. I think it's a great way to do it. It's fun to do, and the community is such an excellent way to stay connected with your sailors.
And we just saw how the Spanish and the Portuguese are doing. They're working together with the community. And the Spanish did this fantastic huge event with 180 persons, and the Portuguese final in the J-boat we're going to see in a few sec after this race. Yeah, they were 160 for the start. All of them in one big regatta. That's amazing, Norman. So let's see what will happen in US. That's a huge country. Will you have a community of 2,000 skippers at the same time? That will be amazing.
So we have to wait a little bit longer. I got the notice only saying, hey, 3 of the sailors cannot come in for some odd reason. So they're trying to solve this problem so they can enter. Give us a 2 more minute time, he says. So maybe we have something to say to Sail GP or something. I don't know.
Then we will just take a small break. And Norman, we are still waiting for the last players coming. There are so many players playing the game, and we also experience around Europe at the moment that there's internet is jumping a little bit. Example, here in studio we have 1,000 connection, but sometimes we experience only to have a 50 connection.
Thousands over thousands. My goodness, what are you trying to do, Jenny?
I have
a screen or something.
I have everything, Norman, here. And if we want to, we can stream it in 4K. And this is why you guys all around the world can see this fantastic show in 1080 HD, 60 seconds, 60 frames per second. So you can put it on your TV without any delays. And that's cool. We're waiting for the last boat. So maybe they will get ready just to start. Who we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to say, if the race is not starting within 30 seconds and then it started, then we can't see it. It's the 49er, it's medal race, it's counts double. So let's see who is going to win it before we're going into the J-boats of Portugal in the final and the match race in tonight. It's going to be exciting. There were 160 players from the start, 20 players come into the final, 10 will be in the medal race.
Yeah, let's hope this race will go. Let's see if we can remove that commenter curse. And I see myself on the screen. Why? I exited. Come on, get me out of
Norman,
there.
your boat is lying in the water someplace, but you can't sail it. Let's see. There you are, standing in the way of them, just in front of the starting line, getting ready to penalize a boat like Roxy Joni. So,
No. I literally exit the game, so there's a glitch in that. Roxione coming up. We have 18 seconds to 17 seconds to go. We're driving the 49er. So again, find your loophole on the start line. Very important. High speed, no wind shadow, upwind racing. Do your thing as best as you can. 5 seconds. Off we go. Everybody looking good. 2, 1. Boop.
a clean start. No. False start, end boss. False start, Michael. It was not Super Tauber. It could have been because Norman was cheering on him. But Super Tauber going to the right-hand side all by himself. Will it be Super Tauber or will it be High Sea Rocket and Roxy Joni winning it? High Sea Rocket penalty sailing in front of Mugelende. Roxy Joni and Mugelende going all by themselves to the left-hand side at the moment.
Okay, this is going to be interesting because you're looking again at the wind shadows. I'm not quite a good place to be, whereas the other boats all the way to the right, Super Tauber, looking really good, being in first and going to have the favorite wind in a moment unless it shifts again, because you never know when sail virtual regatta, it always shifts and all of a sudden like, what just happened? So you really have to read that wind socket quite right. Good job and good luck, Tauber.
Amazing what they're doing here. They are coming in here. They are in the lead. It's Super Tauber at the moment. And if he keeps this position or second, he will win the regatta. And the two players that is going to challenge him is Roxy Joni in 8 and High Sea Rocket in 6. He's in the middle. So very interesting what's going to happen. See Roxy here all by himself. See that fleet. Let's see it in chopper view. See how spread out it is, Norman.
And they're coming back together right now, and Super Tauber not looking to meters every second.
Penalty secret sailing. Super Tauber in 9th now. So he's dropping down, Norman. You cast the commentator's curse on him. So I have to say in polite German, Scheiße. So Mugelende in the lead. So Ostseehammer in 5th. We normally have a rule in studio, and we're always making fun with each other. Who will you cheer on? And normally that's the boat not winning. So we are agreed on not cheering on it. And Norman jumped in with both feet in the water today.
You asked me. Oh man.
Mugelende in the lead. Roxy Joni second. Ahab third. High Sea Rocket fourth. Michael fifth. Ostseehammer 6th. Endboss 8. Super Tauber 9th. And Secret Sailing in last position.
Right. That is crazy. Actually, I'm in last position. I don't know. That game a long time ago. I'm not still there in 10th position. How interesting. Yeah. Everybody down in the downwind, going to the left side because of more winds, except for Ahab. He's always choosing to go the other side. Interesting strategy. Mugelende leading quite clearly by 45, 48 meters. Roxy Joni following, and there is HRC Rocket, who's trying to give him some dirty air. Because it is possible on this boat, and if you do, you are catching up quick.
And right now in the standings, the finals, it's Roxy Joni winning this event. If this holds, High Sea Rocket will be in second, and Super Tauber, he's in last, Norman, at the moment. So where will he end up?
Don't remind me. The Ente and the Taube is both in the back. I don't understand. I mean, what did I do?
He's sailing backwards like your boat we're seeing here in the picture, going backwards against the wind. So Norman, that's a commentator's curse, and also showing yourself in the game. That's down the drain, Norman. But in the lead, it's Mugelende. He's under pressure by Roxy Joni. High Sea Rocket in third. Two players doing a match race. It's Roxy Joni and High Sea Rocket. And let's see it from Rocket's side, because Roxy Joni keeps tacking in front of him and throwing dirty air. And this time, he's going to the left-hand side all by himself. But that's a costly move.
Yeah, that is definitely a costly move. But I think Mugelende back in the lead. I said between Ente and Duff. So there's still my chance of one of them winning. So I wasn't that bad. I think I did tie an anchor onto the Taube. So that's what happened. And anyway, let's continue. HRC Rocket in third, trying to hold his position. Super Taube is just flying away with the mail, going somewhere else. And it's going to be Ahab in fourth. Not bad, not shabby
but
at all.
let's see what happens when he tacks in towards that mark. It's going to be a close. No, End Boss tacking away straight away. Osama also. So interesting choice. But Roxy Joni coming in, battling Muggelende. Muggelende just in front of him. That's going to be a match race downwind. Side by side, wind shadow will be cast. And see who's losing momentum. HSC Rocket. So he didn't win the CLDP qualifier final today, Roxy Joni, but it looks like he's winning the German class.
All right, look at that. Ahab now in third. He came in 10th in this race, and there's last but shooting by Secret Sailing as well as Michael and Super Taube still in last. But the race is really between 1 and 2. That's where you want to be. That's what you want to watch. That's where you want to see the action. And the thing Muggelende just jived over. The rest of the fleet is trying to catch their air and their breath on this last run to the finish line.
But good,
look at the look.
Good news for Super Taube. See there. Penalty to Secret Sailing and Michael, so he can actually come 2 position up and defend his top 3. But let's see.
The top.
Let's see. That's a match race. Muggelende under pressure. The young Jonathan Koch is coming in, getting ready. Dirty air.
Whoa, well done. Oh, no, that's not what you do.
No.
Muggelende, this. Oh. But both are still fighting. Look at that. Now we have actually coming in to throw dirty air. Ahab coming here from behind. Who is going to take this one home? Is it going to be Roxy Joni or Muggelende oder?
It's going to be Roxy. No, Muggelende, Roxy, Muggelende. Oh, Roxy takes it. Ahab coming in. HSC Rocket. Then we have End Boss, Ossie Hammer, and Secret Sailing coming in. Super Taube and is in last, and Michael in 7. What a race, what a end up. Congratulations to Roxy Joni winning the German class. Muggelende in second. HSC Rocket, let's just do some math fast. Muggelende will get 4th. Roxy Joni will get Muggelende 2nd. HSC Rocket 3rd. Roxy Joni will win this race. So guys and girls and skipper around the world, we just go to a small commercial break because we'll be ready with the J-Boat final and medal race live from Portugal. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you e-sailing fans around the world. Welcome to e-sailing TV. We are in Marseille, we are at the SailGP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of SailGP will receive their trophy. That's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo, 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.
Good start. This is superb. And look at the speed of the Spanish line. From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that 0. That.
And welcome in studio. Norman is investigating what we're going to see. So let me show you guys and girls what we're going to see. We're going to see the J-Boats of Portugal. It's the final and medal race. 20 skippers came in here. Martin Cimendes, Martin Fernandez, Sion, S19, that's it as I remember. Then we have Diego Costa, we have Martin Portugal, to Nelson, X382, Flautas, T. Moraes, Pedro Macros, Miguel Betancourt, Di Lima, SB20, Eduardo Marquis, Max de Groot, Portugal Villa, Bernardo, and then we have Whitecheck and Chico Pimillo. So Maria, your cousin qualified. That's fantastic. So let's get ready and see if we can find the server with the Portuguese boat. They are starting up and it's going to be 20 boats. So we're just, this is not the one. So we're just trying to see where they are. They will be ready in a few sec. Oh, it looks like a new server coming up. That's not that. That's not that. Oh, there's so much activity. I'm jumping up and down at the moment.
Yeah, it's hard to find. I know. I got one with 4 Portuguese in there, but
Yeah,
that's not
but
it.
it's not them. It's not that Portuguese. So we're just waiting for the admins to tell us when they are ready.
Actually, they are racing right now already.
Where they are?
They are racing 2 minutes into it.
No, there we have it. So they started the race before time, but that's okay. Let's go in and see it straight away. This is race number 1 out of 5. It's the J boat. We are at the first top mark. And they're going downwind for the gate mark. Massive penalties, but it's Chico Pimello in the start, in the lead. So Maria's cousin is in the lead. Norman, I commentated this yesterday morning. So we had a fan in the group writing about her family, and Chico is the cousin to Maria. Here we have X382. He's in 6th. Max de Groot in 5th. Martin Fernandez, registered sailor, in 3rd. We have Suon in 4th and Martin Portugal in 2nd. What a race we have here.
Right, look at that. Looks like bees at a beehive trying to find their spot. Penalty given to some people in the back there. But Chico is doing a fine job going to the downwind mark for the first one. To the gate, going through right there with Martin coming around in 2nd. And looking all pretty good. Those guys seem to know what they're doing, and everyone else behind us is just trying to find a spot to be clear.
Yeah.
Sion coming around.
Yeah.
One of my favorite sailors, Sion.
Yeah. We know him a lot from servers. Max de Groot also coming in, but he's under pressure by Martin Fernandez. And interesting, we see a split in the fleet. Let's try to go out here. I know we see a lot of the boats rounding the mark. See a split we have here. Sion, we have Max de Groot, Chico in the middle, Martin following him, Martin Fernandez and Martin Portugal to the right-hand side. So, what's a good choice here? They are in the stronger wind in the middle at the moment.
It looks pretty even, but then again, if you look at the wind side, left to right. So that's why everybody's on port tack right now. Mm-hmm. And they're going up to the top ley line. And I believe the boat, the Martin or Max, I think they're looking really good, those 3 boats right there. Yeah. Chico, of course, as well. Really depends how long this angle will stay. As longer as it stays, it will benefit everybody who's more on the left side, because you have to sail against it afterwards.
Yeah. And to all the fans joining in, welcome in here. And Fabio FM is saying, Boasion, of course he's cheering on this one. This is one of your fans, Sion. He's currently in 5th. Opposite side here, Martin Portugal taking over the lead at the moment. But will he keep it? No, it looks like Chico will defend his first position. No, he's doing an extra double tack. That's an interesting move. I might have going outside that ley line and just tack in towards the mark. What have you done in that situation?
Look at the ley line is coming to him because the wind is shifting in his favor. So he's done the right choice. He doesn't have to sail up to it. It's coming to him. And that is something that you will learn while you say to tack at the right moment. And there he is now on the ley line. He's going to scoop by. No double tacking. Perfect execution of Chico. Wonderful done. Martin, so little too early, so he has to come up.
Yeah, they're all so close of getting that penalty for hitting the mark. And then we have a battle. Sion, Max de Groot. Sion on the inside, Max de Groot. Two match races downwind. It looks like Chico is going to win this race. They cannot capture him. But the match race between Martin and Martin Fernandez and Martin Portugal. And Sion against Max de Groot. Then Diego Costa can come in. T. Morales. Miguel Betancourt. A penalty here in the rounding for X382. But interesting here, the battle between Max and Sion, they split away from each other. The same Martin Fernandez and Martin Portugal is doing.
But the game's not over yet, because look, there he is coming close to it. So if the Max holding this course and Max Sion is driving over, then he will be in wind shadow. Going to be a tight race right there. As you can see it between the pink and yellow boat right above it, they're having that driving battle right there, which is look at that, just missed him. And that means Max and Sion will benefit from this battle that's happening right there. Wow.
But a huge battle coming on here. Martin Fernandez defending his second, going in front of Martin Portugal. Max de Groot attacking Sion. Sion needs to do an extra jibe to go away from that wind shadow. But every time you jibes, you lose momentum and you will slow down. Max de Groot, Sion, Martin Fernandez.
I think Max is in the advantage now. You just stay on this course, you'll be fine, because now the boat from behind is coming, the other black boat, and that's Diego, who's going to throw some dirty on him. So be careful. I think Maxi did the right thing. Martin coming in second. Third is going to be Martin as well.
Yeah, Martin Portugal and Martin Fernandez. Sion winning fourth. Max de Groot fifth. And then let's go a little bit down in the fleet. Congratulations to Chico Pimelo for winning the race. 6 Diego, 7 Miguel Betancourt, then Team Morales in 8. We have Cimendes in 9th. SB20 in 10 at the moment. He's under pressure by X382. See small battles all over the race course here.
Right. Wonderful, wonderful to watch. That is fun to race for everyone in a dual battle. Who's going to take what? Oh, come on, penalty given now to Portuguese boat. Squeezing by. Is he going to take it? We don't know. He has more battles. God, this is like never-ending battle story here. And he's jiving one more time now under the ley line. That's going to be costly.
But let's see this finish line here. Let's see who's coming in first. Let's get a good angle. It's Bernardo coming in first, but Flautes, Portugal, Villa, Pedro, we couldn't see. Sid, is he 14 or last? That's interesting to see here. A victory to Chico Pimelo. So congratulations to Maria if she's looking at this race today. Martin Fernandez second, Martin Portugal third, Sion fourth, Max de Groot fifth, Diego Costa in sixth, Miguel Betancourt, he's in 7, Team Morales in 8, Cimendes 9, White Shark 10, SB 2011, X382 12, 2 Nelson, 13 Bernardo, 14 Flautes, 15 Portugal Villa, 16. And then we have Di Lima, Pedro Marcos, and Sid. He came in 19. He lost from 15 to 19 because they came in at the same time. So he must sitting there and being a little bit doing that. And Jay Boats Portugal is writing on us on YouTube. Thanks and congratulations for the excellent job. If we have to say something to you guys, congratulations organizing a regatta with 160 skippers, doing four phases with 5 races in each group. That's 8 groups with 5 races, and then coming into this final match race. That's a huge job. Congratulations to you guys. So best start, if we look at the stats, you know,
It's the best start, right? 0.2 seconds. That's a super fast start. Well calculated that. Average speed by Chico, 8.6. That's quite high for the J70. Max de Groot has a max speed of 18.1 knots. Also very fast. Chico Mello also got the shortest distance sailed, and that's why he won this race overall. The max wind speed came to Portugal was 30.5 knots of wind. Largest number of jibes, that's 24. That's like, Jesus Christ, how many can you do? And then most penalties to Cimendes, 8 penalties. That's also a lot of penalties.
And that might be why Sid, he lost it. Because, see here, he came in 19. He was in 12. He's doing so many jibes. He also got a penalty, it looks like. But jibing. And every time you jibe, you really lose momentum. And people are writing in the chat, go Chico, and they're also saying representing Matt PM. That's cool. Let's get ready for race number 2 that's coming up in a few sec. Let's see, are they getting into sail ranks? It doesn't look like, but we will keep an eye on sail ranks, Norman, and see if they're putting in a score in there so we can follow the score. This is the grand final, the grand finale of the Portuguese, and they're ready with race number 2 already. So they've really been great organizing things. There we go.
Wow, look at that. You found that, huh? Great.
He is fast here. That is amazing.
Well, I just found the British doing a 20 by 20. 20 British boats racing. That's pretty impressive.
But let's see here. Let's have a small presentation. The boats are in here. Peter Marcos de Lima, Diego Costa, he's registered sailor, Chico P. Melo, Miguel Betancourt. This is Sid. I know it's Sid because that's his gamer name in Twitch. So we just call him Sid. This is T. Morales. This is Villa. Then we have Cemendes, SB20, White Shark, X382, Max de Groot, Martin Fernandez. And we have to say, this young lad, he is the fault why we are here on eSailing TV watching this show and streaming it. Because he actually wrote us on our contact channel and saying, hey, we're doing this J-Boat challenge. Can we get a stream? And of course we can. We always want to help in these times. Martin Portugal, 2 Nilsson, Bernardo, Flauters, and then all the fans in the chat are saying, go Sion, go Sion. And here he is with the red sail, and that's an eagle with a crown. It looks like an eagle on crown, run over by something big, so it's getting flat. So,
but Sion has been in the virtual regatta for a while, so he's very known. I've sailed against him last year during the 2019, and a great guy. I mean, he always seems to be a good sailor. I'm glad he's here, and the top sailors with the Portuguese, showing off, knowing what he's doing. And here we are, 35 seconds to the start line, and he's sailing as quick as he can to it, so not giving you much space. How can you find a spot when you're sailing so close? We'll find out.
But he's getting in the middle. We're still following him. That's the boat with the windsock. That's Sion. Let's see what he's doing. He's placing himself in the middle. That's a good position right now. So let's see how he's doing.
Except one behind him. He has no chance to go past him. So great positioning, but now easy.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Clean start all over the line. Only one boat getting a little bit slow, White Shark, but it's Martin Fernandez in the best position. Penalty to Cemendes. Oh, and then he just tacks in towards the opposite side. Then he can sail through all the boats, but he's also dropping down in position. Diego in the opposite side. Interesting.
I have to say, this was a really clean start. I mean, I've never seen such a clean start line. When you see, usually in the World Cup, it's going to be a metzel around. This was beautiful to watch. And Martin getting the top end of that. Ooh,
penalty
right
to SB20. Martin almost getting a penalty, but managed to steer it. So X382 got the penalty for sailing into Martin. That is impressive. The winner of the last race, he's in the opposite side. He's in position 19. Chico Pimelo. And is he in a good position, Norman?
Well, this is hard to tell right now. Look, they're all strong. You could put them on the line in between, and they're all the same. I do not know. I cannot count this, and I'm no longer going to say it. It's going to be a commentator curse. So I don't know. Watch it. He's dropping here. He's gaining.
He's gaining. From 19 to 8 to 5th. Is the wind shifting in his favor? We'll keep an eye on Chico. We know there's a lot of battle, but this is interesting. Is he choosing the right side? He's in the lead at the moment. Coming in.
But he's far, far away from everybody. Yeah. He has to sail that distance back, and look at that. 2nd, 4th, 5th.
Yeah, he's dropping down. So let's go to the opposite side where the leading boat is at the moment. Chico under pressure. Martin Fernandez, but it's Sid. He's here in the light blue in the middle. He's in 2nd. Sion in the lead at the moment. He's under pressure. See, the other boat's pressuring him a little bit out. We can't get a clear. We have to go a little bit closer. See that here. He's pressured by Sid. Sid actually controlling Sion at the moment.
Right. But interestingly, when Chico turned around, it created this triple effect that everybody else had to tack over. Well, and now they're all on port tack, on starboard tack, and it's going to change in a moment again. So there we see some Martin, White Shark, and 18s. He looks.
But see who's sneaking in. Chico Pimelo! He's coming in! Will he take the lead? This is going to be interesting. The fleet is getting closer and closer to each other. From position 1 to position 7 are within 30 meters. So they all can round the mark first.
10, 12 is 30 meters. This is a super. It's going to get tighter and tighter to the triangle spot here. This is going to be some penalties coming your way unless they're sailing like the start line. Super clean.
Sit on the inside.
First.
Chico 2nd. Chico, that's amazing. Slowing a little bit down. Cemendes just sneaks in there in 3rd. Penalty dilemma, Martin, Pedro, I can't follow it. Suong dropping down, massive penalties, so close to each other. Martin Fernandez coming down. So Suong drops to 11. Sorry, fans in the chat. You need to put some more positive energy to your star sailor there. Pedro coming in, rounding the mark here. And here they really need to take care because the boats on the inside has to right away.
Right, this is not over yet. You know, Sid only leads by 45 meters. There's still a lot of things happening on the second upwind. But here on the downwind now, Semendes in third. We have White Shark in fourth, Chico in second. Who knows what's going to happen? Oh, penalty, boom.
Yeah,
Gotta watch out, guys. Starboard, solid out loud, starboard!
Yeah.
And people are starting to jive over. That's how it happens. Wonderful jiving battles here. Maxi de Grue, Timoras going right there. Now, let's watch out how it's going to... Two Nelson coming around. Pedro! Oh,
Max de Grue trying to penalize, but another one getting a penalty. That's the white boat. Two Nelson getting that one. It is the top of the Portuguese J boat. We know it's the top because they have been playing a whole day, 4 phases, 5 races in each phase, getting here to the final where they have 5 races back to back and a middle race. Lot of penalties in here, so let's keep an eye on the lead. See who's in the lead.
Chico is back in the lead because Sid took the left side of the course, the further distance, so he lost the gain that he has, and Chico just stole it from him by going to the right side, to the near side of the course. And that was a mistake by Sid, clearly stated right there. Semendes, well done in third, but not much difference at all. It's 14, 18 meters. That is nothing in this race. So it's all still for the top 3 racers. And it's beautiful to see in the background, though, how all these boats are still lining up like strings, and it's amazing. The distance is hardly none compared to the first.
But see the picture here. This picture. Chico, he's attacking up. He will be under pressure. So Mendes coming in. Sid coming in. So Chico losing this one. He will drop to third. Sid, he will go in front of him and tack now. No, he's going to the left-hand side.
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Sid, you're too nice. What an
What
opportunity to throw some dirty air on your biggest competitor, and he didn't do it. They're all playing too nice. I mean, they haven't played e-gaming too much. I don't think so.
No. But Maria is back in the chat. Welcome, Maria. Your cousin Chico Pimelo won the first race. He's currently in second. It looks like he had a bad start, but fighting his way up. Sid in the lead. Chico in second. Semendes third. They're going to battling it out downwind, Norman. We will keep an eye on them, but see the rest of the fleet here behind. Battling for the secondary positions because all points counts in this race.
Oh, look at that. Now he's going to tag over and going to throw everybody some Chico ducking, and Sid is going to get penalized.
No. He's just coming out of that penalized. He needs to do a double tag. Chico caught behind the other boat. Sid coming in. He's in the lead.
This is a fantastic battle for first and second and third, and we're watching it. Nobody's penalizing each other. What gentlemen? They're saying, do not hit the other boat, just like in real racing. Fantastic. And here's the other boats coming in, 4th, 5th, and 6th. White Shark,
but see who got a penalty in that battle. Chico came in, and that's the same time where Matt PM is riding twins for Chico. And Chico got that penalty. Semendes in second. Sid sneaks away, going in the lead with 40 meters. So it's going to be a win for Sid in this rounding.
Right, unless anything changes on the wind angle. But I think like first, second, third is clear. But look at that battle going on for 4th to 20th. It is amazing all these boats back there doing this battle. White Shark now under attack by Eduardo, 4th and 5th place. Beautiful battle to watch. De Lima is just trailing behind in 7th, and 8th is X38.
But let's see. Let's go a little bit down once. Sion here. The fans are with him, but he's in position 11. Oh, things are changing in the lead. Chico under pressure. Eduardo coming in. White Shark. This means Mendes and Sid can race for their positions, but it's all open for that 3rd position now. Let's keep White Shark coming in. Oh, Sid, I had just jibed away. Yeah, he's doing that. But see Eldorado coming in. White Shark, Sid. Chico wants to go in front of them. Oh, close by, side by side.
This is not. Wow.
Wow, it's see that here. It's going to be on the finish line. Chico takes third, Eldorado fourth, White Shark fifth, X382 coming in. In sixth, then we have Di Lima, we have Martin Fernandez, Sion coming in ninth, Bernardo, will he get 10 or 11? Martin Portugal in the opposite side. They are getting close by close. But see, there's not long distance to the last position because all the boats are crossing here.
Super fast, super close racing all the way to the finish line to all boats. Fantastically done. And they sit in first, only 1.9 seconds behind is Mendes in second and Chico in third. Then fourth is Eduardo, fifth is White Shark, sixth is X38, Jones, seventh is De Lima, eighth is Martin, ninth is Sion, 10th is Bernardo, 11th is Martin, 12th is Team Morias, 13th is Diogo, 14th is To Nelson, 15th Flautas, 16th Miguel, 17th Pedro, 18th is Portugal, Villa Mora sailing, 18th is Max de Groot, and 20th is SP20.
And he lost connection. And Norman, what can you tell us about these stats here? Sion had the best start, but he didn't win the race.
No, I think he had some issues with some penalties, and yeah, I think that's what got us lost. 0.5 of a second is a decent start. The Mendes was lots of average speed, 8.2. Earlier at 8.6, that was a total different race there. Max de Groot was 16.5 knots max speed. You can tell that there's a wind difference. 1.7 nautical miles for the shortest distance sailed, and Sid did win this race. Well done. Max wind speed, 29.2. Eduardo, 15 jibes. Wow. And then penalties. Pedro Marcos is 5 penalties.
Yeah. Norman, what a race. And I have some interesting news. I'm getting intel why we are playing from the organizers, who the different sailors are. But we will take that after a small break. We just need some water to our mouth. So we'll be back in a half a minute. And welcome back in studio. What an interesting start of this grand final. It's race number 3, and Norman, I will just, I can see Silrax is going to be upgraded. So I'm just going in and watch it. No, it's only race number 1 they have upgraded. Maybe race number 2 will be upgraded in a few sec. But what a race. 5 races back to back, and the format, there will be a discard after race number 4. And top 10 will go into the medal race. It's only the J17 we're going to see today. So how will that handle out?
We'll find out. I mean, it seems like these boats definitely know what they're doing. It seems like a gentleman race, meaning not nasty little penalties, but rather really some fine sailing. And since we have 5 races plus 1 discard, nothing is written in the books yet. For sure not. There's lots of shifts and changes happening still on the scoreboard. And some excellent sailors from the virtual world as well as from the real world happening here.
And when we're speaking about that, in the picture here, we have Diego Costa. Diego Costa is on the Olympic team on the 417, and he won the 420 Worlds. So that's one of the top sailors. And then we have Pedro Macros, who is here a registered sailor. He is the Portuguese racing in the Spanish kite circus on top 10, so he also knows a lot about sailing. So it's top sailors from Portugal, it's entertainment, and it's a high-level final we're seeing here. Great job by all the sailors. We are impressed on eSailing TV.
Definitely, and this game brings it out now. All these actual real sailors have discovered virtual regatta, and with this Corona thing going on, it is a curse, yet it's a gift that people come together and continuously doing the sport of e-sailing, doing the sport of competition, and finding this outlet is fantastic, and it gives you viewers an opportunity to see what it's all about. And I'm super stoked that Thomas and I are part of this e-sailing TV, bringing it to you and watching this incredible third race coming your way.
Yeah. And I have to say, the man with most fans in the chat at the moment. Let's have a party out there. Who has the most fans in the chat at the moment? Is it Sean or is it Chico? Right now we're seeing two persons that have a lot of fans in the chat. This is either Sean from Portugal, 347, or it is Chico Pimelo. And right now, Seong is getting a good log out there. So let's see if that helps him in this battle. Chico! People are riding on Chico. And Chico might have the most fans with us in this race. This is Dilemma. He's here with the astronaut helmet. He's placing himself behind. Is that a good choice while we're waiting for the game start?
Well, nothing else to do. You can always plenty of time for you to adjust. You have an hour, a minute and 15 seconds to reposition yourself. So this is a good spot because you can speed up and find your hole. 20 skippers, here we go, minute 15 to go. So he might be in a good position. He's far enough to be able to adjust any way, any direction he wants to.
And there he gets out the penalty. No, he can't do that more than 1 minute before time. Now the penalty starts coming. 2-0 and getting one, but it doesn't inflict anything on the race. It's only don't get a penalty 12 seconds before the start. And it looks like Seong is going to have most fans. They're all riding on him. Seong. So he is the biggest fan magnet of this race. So let's see here. He's getting a penalty in the battle against the white boat. The white boat is Bernardo, but he's placing himself in a good position here. Oh dear, Seong. But we need to keep an eye on them.
It's definitely do. We have a lot of gatherings again in front of the boat. That gives them space to sail towards the pin end, towards the finish. 15 seconds to go. You want to be in the right position now. If you
watch the green boat up there. Chico with a penalty before start. So he will get a slow start. Penalty to Bernardo. And penalty to Miguel Betancourt. There's the start. Chico starts with a penalty. My team Portugal also. And we had
our team and Miguel both over the line first and early. So now we have Sid in the lead, I believe, or SB20 now
SB20 in the lead now. Max de Groot coming up. And I have to Max de Groot. That really sounds nice here in the voice saying Max de Groot. And now we have fans saying Team Morales. He is the one with the most fans in the chat. So go Team Morales. SB20, Max de Groot, Portugal Villa, but Chico Pimelo got a penalty in the start, and he's currently in third now, coming back. Where he's placing himself? He's not there. There he is, in the middle. That's a very good position, huh, Norman?
Yeah, but look at the wind. They're all sailing in light wind. The people on the far side sailing into heavier and heavier winds. So, the wind is shifting. Never mind, I take it all back. The left side is going to be favored because there's more wind at the ley line. The center is quite light. So I'm not quite sure if Chico will hold that good position that he has, because he has to sail out of the light wind into the heavy winds. Yeah. And the ley line on this side for Miguel and Martin has scooped away. So they're sailing further and further to catch that ley line. It's not going to happen. So bad choices there. That's going to be slowing them down and putting them further away.
They are losing because of that wind shift. It's not Norman's day of calculating what's happening, but let's see how it's coming in. Miguel Marquis, he's in the lead. Beside him, White Shark. Then we have Seong, and we're just getting some info about this player with all the fans. No, he's getting beaten by all the Twitch fans now. But Seong, he's a skipper from the ORC regatta boat. So that's why he's so popular. Team Morales in fourth. It looks like he's going to sneak in, but in the lead we have a registered sailor, Miguel Marquis, in the white boat. He's just here beside us. But will he be in the lead, rounding that top mark? They're having the wind against them.
Yeah, we're still, the top 8 are still only 30 meters away and left. So there's going to be, again, lots of, try to get the clear wind when you get to that mark. And we'll see a Chico in first. Now look at him go, but he still has to tack.
But he's in a good position, Norman. Starboard tack.
Clean air is the magic number here for winning races. Now he's in second, and because other boats are coming in, Team Morales now right under him. Chico trying to penalize him.
Yeah.
Portugal boat.
But see who's coming first. Eduardo Marquez, White Shark, Portugal Villa, and Chico in fourth. And inside, Sion coming in, taking over position fourth. And the two boats behind him, X382 and Flautes, couldn't do the same level as Sion did. SB20 with a penalty. That was a rounding, Norman, huh?
Really sweet, well done, well executed, and no penalty thrown. Chico, really fair sailing and lucky. But now we have the wind shadow battle that we all threat on this J70. And Chico is coming up, Sion trying to push him up. And now he has more boats in his wind. Oh, now he's driving away from the danger. Good call. Because Chico still has to deal with the other boats, which is Team Morales. And he's in trouble. Morales are in a good position to hold their boats. Let's see what happens in such a short...
But there's also a battle for this lead here. See, White Shark capturing Eduardo Marquez up there.
Sion giving it back.
Ooh, four boats battling it out. Very close one.
Good race.
Yeah.
And look at that. Eduardo holding the lead. And then White Shark and Poor coming around the first, second, and third.
Penalty to Poor.
Look at that.
Cementos coming in. Penalty to Morales. Chico sneaks in third. But see, this is interesting choice. Juan going to the opposite side. Better good choice, Norman. Better good choice.
No. Distance sailed and lost probably 30, 40 meters in that. Not good. Saving the penalty, but distance lost big time. That's hard to catch.
That's hard to catch. And while we're saying penalties, I'll see how many penalties there was in this mark rounding. Wow. But a battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Chico battling Portugal Villa. Eduardo Marquez in the lead. White Shark in second. Cementos fourth. Sion dropped 40 meters by going to the wrong side of the gate mark. Will there be a wind shift in favor for him? It might be too late. White Shark in second. Eduardo in the lead. There's an attack. Let's see that one. Yeah.
Oh, starboard. Here we go. Starboard again. So it's going to be a starboard attack coming up, and it's not over. So first and seconds fighting for it, which is really wonderful to see. And also the third and fourth, Cementos and Portugal boat, all and now dirty air from Eduardo. This is a beautiful, beautiful race. But I think White Shark looking like a really good position up there. Sailing by himself, not being threatened by anything. But look at the wind angle. If it doesn't change in the next 10 seconds, I think White Shark might be in a defeating position because he has to sail
But watch this white boat. We're just getting information about Eduardo Marquez. He is an Olympic team sailor in the laser. So he knows something about sailing, and he will defend his position downwind against White Shark, but it's going to be mano mano. They are so close to each other. Right now, Eduardo is defending White Shark, throwing dirty air, but downwind, there will be a downwind attack. So who's winning that? Chico in fourth, Portugal Viala, Moray sailing in third. And we are getting more and more info of all the sailors.
Yeah, we'll find out how this is playing out. This is not the end of this race. Fantastic race number 3. Eduardo is now jibing into this bottom downwind sail, and White Shark sailing away, not giving him any troubles.
But White Shark sailed into darker wind. No, he's coming back there. The wind are in the middle. Diego Costa with a penalty in the battle with Sion here behind. We'll just keep an eye on this angle so we can see the battle in the lead, because there's a huge battle with White Shark and Eduardo. We just need to see this rounding here. Let's go to the leading battle. That's where the excitement is. See here, White Shark getting ready to eat up his opponent. The shark attack is coming in.
What do you do? What do you do in these situations? Because White Shark is in the advantage. Absolutely, and Eduardo cannot pass them, because if he does, he gets penalized or wind shadowed. Such a difficult race, and now I don't know. This is one of the most difficult places in the race right now.
Penalty, no. Oh, he just defended. But it's an attack, the shock attack coming in. He will take the win. It's going to be on the finish line.
No. Nope.
Eduardo takes it.
Yeah,
What?
I think so.
What happened there? What a move.
No, it's a good call.
Villa coming in. Chico fourth. Cemendes in fifth. What a race, Norman. What a race.
Fantastic to watch, guys. This is great. And there's still battles going on here between 10, 11, 15. This race ain't over. I love the J70 and this big fleet with some gentlemen racers and lady racers. Fantastic. And this wind shadow down battle is fantastic to watch. Look. More coming. Penalties. Be starboard. What? Okay, we're good. Oh, penalty. Nope. Still no penalty. Guys, you are very gentle.
Chu Nelson coming in there. So, and here we see Bernardo, Flautas, and that's Miguel Bettecourt. Oh, Miguel winning that one. Bernardo almost losing it. Flautas coming in last. So, Eduardo Marquis winning this race. So, way to go by him. He is this Olympic team racer sailor. Yeah, 1%. Yeah, 0.1 second. White Shark almost did the wide attack. Portugal Villamoro sailing in third. Chico P. Mello in fourth. Cemendes fifth. Sion in sixth. Diogo Costa in 7, Sid 8, Di Lima 9th, SB 2010, Martin Portugal 11, Max de Groot 12, T. Moraes in 13, X382 14, Pedro Marcos 15, 2 Nelson 16, Martin Fernandez dropped to 17, Miguel Bettencourt in 18, Bernardo in 19, and Flautas ending up 20. And Norman, what's some stats we have here?
Look at that. Sion with 0.6 start. Not the greatest start. Everything below 0.5 is great. Everything above it is decent. Chico Mello, 8.6 knots top speed. That is a good average speed, actually. 18 knots max speed as well. Great scores right there. White Shark was the shortest distance sailed. So close of winning it. Diogo Costa, 30 knots of wind. That's high. White Shark also got the 18 jibes and still got into second. Now that is impressive.
Yeah, but
we have
to say aggressive attack by him. It was aggressive jibes. So that's the way to do it. Aggressive. So you can either be defensive or aggressive in the jibes. And in this case, it was to win it. And he was so close of winning it. 0.1 coming in.
Wonderful racing.
Yeah.
Nelson with the highest penalties. And here we see the action. It didn't change, but it looked fantastic with the top 6 are basically got their race done in the second, third, or fourth leg. The battles happens after that where everybody changes and it becomes a spaghetti look. But the great racing to watch because it was so close overall.
Yeah. So close overall. What a fantastic Portuguese J-boats final we are in here. That was race number 3, race number 4 coming up. And we are just going in. I'm just watching sail ranks. No, they haven't upgraded, so we can't follow the scoreboard now. So race officers, I know you're listening to what we are saying here. Please upgrade that sail ranks. We better take a break, just a 2 minutes break, and have the sail ranks with us because that's interesting, because that's where the fun is, because race number 4 coming up, and when race number 4 is starting, after that there will be a discard. We will just go in and see if we can find race number 4. It's starting up in a few sec. So many servers in there.
I wonder why they're not putting the scores into the sail ranks.
It's because they're learning it, Norman. They just started it, and we pushed them in a way with sail ranks yesterday. So that's how it is. So they're organizing everything like we did ourselves in the start in the club with an Excel sheet and make sure everything works. And that's why sail ranks was invented by the community to the community. Next race is getting ready to come up, but before we're going in there, let's have a small break. This is what we're doing on eSailing TV, traveling around the world, doing events and streaming for all the top events. We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophies.
Listen, guys, let's stop messing around. Look. World champion Velista 71 from Italy. And what a tremendous performance from Italy. They've got gold and they got bronze with...
And Norman, what a race we're coming into. This is the J17. It's the J boats of Portugal. It is the grand final. And after race number 5, we will go into a middle race. But right now it's race number 4, and there will be a discard after this race in the scoreboard. So everything will change. We just have to take a view on this boat here. This is Portugal Vila Moura Sailing. Portugal Vila Moura Sailing is a trimmer on a J99 and winning all races in ORC Portugal normally. So he's a really good sailor also.
Absolutely. It sounds like, and then now we see 3 dots on there, meaning 3 official racers. Max de Groot wasn't an official sailor, and now he is. I guess sail ranks is, virtual regattas kicking. 7 seconds to go. You hope you have a good spot. Not being over the line. 2, 1, and...
But 2 penalties. X382 and Martin Fernandez with a penalty. But Norman, did you see that start? The fleets were splitting up all over the starting line. Normally we see them clustering up, getting ready to attack, being aggressive. Max de Groot with a penalty. And there's a small split again.
Oh, look at this. And here Fernandez is on top, sailing over it, giving some dirty air. It is just a wonderful race to watch. We can just wait this development. And Duma got just a penalty on the starboard action. Chico all the way, again choosing the other side. X38 now in 4th place, but look at the ley line scooting away from them. So we'll find out how this going to play out.
Yeah. So we are getting ready here. It's X382 in 5th at the moment. We have Cementos in 1st. We have Jaco Costa in 4th. SB20 coming in here. And Norman, I'm also getting to learn a little bit about Portuguese today, because saying this name is not Vila Moura, it is Virinha. So we're going to learn Portuguese today. Thank you for all the information we are getting in the chat. Michele Bettencourt in 15th position. He's 14. Will he come up in the fleet, or is that a bad position to be in here?
No, I don't think it's a bad position, because he's going to have some... He has a clean sail now up to the top mark, and he might be even gaining. Now he's 11th. And look at the distance now, 10th, 9th. He's going quickly, and it's only 28 meters from the leader. So I think he might be in a very, very good position to finish this race, this first top mark, in a very top lead position. Miguel, now he's in 6th. Look at that.
In 5th. He continues to come up. Sid is beside him, and Sid is in a good position. See, the ley line is moving in his favor. He's just coming in. What a textbook tag by him. My team Portugal, Pedro Marcos, 2 Nelson in the lead at the moment. He will come in front, and then we have this Virinha coming in here. Portugal Virinha Sailing coming in here.
Yeah, so now Sid is in problem, because he's in down wind shadow from guys from 2 Nelson, who's in the lead. I'm a bit surprised that Miguel did not sail quicker to the mark by giving a better angle. He just stayed on his straight best VMG course, and now he's ending up in 4th. Chico just squeezed in there, being in 2nd now. Eduardo is being tucked behind it. Whitechuck going by. A fantastic trouble racing here for you guys. 2 penalties more to the yellow boats, and then again 2 Nelson in the lead. Chico going around 2nd. Portugal boat in 3rd. Miguel 4th. And now Portugal just got penalized. The Mendes is coming around. This is going to be a top racing to the bottom gate. And 2 Nelsons unbeatable right now.
Let's see here. Let's see the whole fleet, most of the fleet from behind. This is top 10. See how they're spreading out. There's only a small battle in the opposite side. That's Sid under attack by Cementos. But while they're battling out there, Virein is coming in. Then we have Eduardo Marquis coming in fourth. Chico Pimelo in second. Miguel Betancourt, he is in third.
You want to see the top because 2 Nelson is only now 20 meters behind where Chico coming around with high speed and 2 Nelson taking a long distance.
Yeah.
Is that the best choice or is this going to cost him a lot? I think this might be a better choice this time.
No. It costed 30 meters, Norman. 30 meters. One move. Chico going into the lead now. That's impressive.
Mendes got penalty as well as Eduardo. All of them down game. Big mess going on. Not too shabby, actually. Only 4 penalties. And Max Grug also got a penalty. So 2 Nelson is in the lead, but only 8 meters. He gave away some of his lead.
He gave away 30 meters.
Is he going to attack over him? Is he or is he not?
Yeah,
Watch it.
He's
attack now. Good job.
Yeah. Nice
That was
textbook
well done.
defense. But still, it looks like Chico was 6.0 best VMG and was not affected by it. But he's tacking away straight away to be sure not getting too much wind shadow. From behind, Sid coming in.
Nelson, but 2 Nelson covering him, so it's a wise choice, and everybody else is doing the same thing. If you look at these other boats, these blue boats up there are having a fun day. Oh my goodness, I can see the bowman screaming, tag, and so off they go.
That's Miguel and that's Sid, and they are covering each other, battling it out. Chico battling with 2 Nelson, but trying to get away from that wind shadow. Penalty to Virein in the middle, and then we have Sion in 5th, opposite side. We had some fans saying, good race by Eduardo Marquis. He's queuing in 14, dropped down after that gate rounding. But he's coming in and taking some meters again.
So I wonder now what the racers say on the screen, saying, is it going to be Chico or is it going to be 2 Nelson who's going to win this race?
Yeah, so who will win it? 2 Nelson or Chico? Who will take the win? They're rounding the top mark for the second time. Let's go into that battle.
Yeah, it's got 2 Nelson looking really strong now because he's throwing this dirty air throughout the whole upwind battle. 28 meters lead. I mean, if he's going to win this, he's going to win this. But if somebody thinks, look at who showed up. Sion showed up? What? Where is he?
Sion coming in here. Sion coming in, taking second or what? He will join the battle for
he
top
has
3.
To duck under that. But
joining in.
It's going to be a battle for second between Sion and Chico.
He came from 6, so a good upwind race. But Sid also wanted Sid got that penalty. So Miguel Betancourt just put Sid out of the game for the top 3 position. White Shark, Team Portugal, Mendes, Eduardo Marquis coming in. But let's see here. Chico, he's sneaking away because Miguel is attacking Sion, but Miguel is under attack by a White Shark. That's going to be a battle. Let's go just some couple of boats behind. See that huge battle. It's a win to 2 Nelson now. But who will get second?
We don't know. This is not over. Now we got right there. Chico and Sion, they're battling it up. And that's where the battle is. It's hard to see from this angle because you're a little too far away. If you go to the yellow boat, we might be able to see that better.
But see, he's under pressure. Yeah, Chico losing momentum. Sion is attacking, and we are just getting a bonus info on Chico. He started playing the game 3 days ago.
What?
Yeah, that's amazing if that's the case. So he's actually performing against Sion. Sion has been playing for, we have seen him a lot in the servers. So the young Chico coming in, battling out one of the routine players. That's amazing. But
look at the battle they've been having at that White Shark came into second place now, looking way sweeter because he took the faster lane by more wins. That means Chico and Sion no longer battling for second or third. They might be battling for 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
This is not over yet, guys. Look at this. White Shark coming in after 2 Nelson. Very well done. We didn't pay attention there with the wind coming from the better angle.
Yeah.
But the battle is not over.
No.
Chico and Sion.
It looks like Chico is taking 3rd. If they're battling too much, they might lose it. Chico 3rd, Sion getting 4th, Mendes 5th, Martin Fernandez battling it for 6th. Let's see it on finish line. He's getting 6th. De Lima, SB20, Martin Portugal. But see here. They're all clustering up. They're coming all at the same time. What a race. This is a very high level, but two boats losing that with penalties. Pedro Marcos and Flautas. And it looks like Pedro is going to be 20th in this race.
Two Nelson first, as we knew. White Shark coming back really from the backside into second. Chico Melo coming in third. Sion in fourth. Mendes fifth. Martin Fernandez sixth. Lima 7th, SB 28th, Miguel 9th, and Martin 10th. Sid 11th, Bernardo 12th, Diogo 13th, Portugal, Villamores. Well, how do you spell that? Villamores? Villamores?
Yeah, Virin. I got it here. Virinha.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's Villamora.
Yeah,
Villamora 14th,
Villamora,
T.
yeah.
Morales 15th, X30, X3B2 Jones 16th, Eduardo 17th, Max de Groot 18th, Flautas 19th, and Pedro Macros closely followed in last of 20th.
And when we watch the stats here, Chico with the best start. It's an average start, 0.5. Yeah, that's okay. In the top level, we see 0.2 or 0.1 when we really see it. But it was a clean start. All the boats started at the starting line at the same time. 2 Nelson, best average speed, best maximum speed. Eduardo Marquez, 17.6. That's really fast speed in a J70. White Shark sailing the shortest distance. That's why he came in second. He just took the victory downwind. Team Morales capturing the win best. Most number of jibes was for Sion. That was aggressive jibes. And Sid, he didn't get 24 penalties, but he was the boat with most penalties. So, see, Sion, he actually lost it in that battle because he battling against Chico. It was White Shark winning it, but they jibed so many times that White Shark could come in and take second.
And White Shark came from where? Take a look at that.
Yeah, he came all the way from fifth. Yeah, that's amazing. Norman, I'm getting a notification that there might be a sail ranks upgraded.
Yep, it is.
It is with third place, but let's wait. Race officers, get race number 4 in before we start the next race. We will just take a small break because that's very important, because we will have a discard in the race and that will change everything in the score before coming up. Let's just see the scoreboard as it is at the moment.
So we have Chico in first with 8 points. That's fantastic. We have Semendes with 16 points. Holy smokes. That's the double of the amount with Semendes in second. White Shark was 1 point more at 17th in third place. And then 19th is Sion in fourth place with 19 points. I'm amazed how much Chico has an advantage here. Then we have Eduardo Marquez at 25 score. Martim in 6th with 25 as well. And Diogo in 7th with 26 points. Martim in 8th with 27 points. And Sid in 9th with 28 points. And the top 10 rounds up was X3B Jones with 32 points.
But what's the Lima? Because we just had race number 4. We're going to have a discard after race number 4. So the Lima will be removed at 17 points.
Right.
So he will come up in the standings, but Diego Costa will remove 13 points, and Eduardo Marquez will remove 20 points. He lost the first race, so he will maybe be in top 3 instead of.
Right, and White Shark, same thing. He can get his 10th spot away and get his second now. So that's
9
points.
9 points.
So we'll see. I mean, but Chico going to have a first, a third. I don't know what he just came in. He came 4th or 3rd. So he's going to have 7 points or something like this. Yeah. It's going to be an incredible lineup for the 5th race. So let's hope they get it done before the next race. Are you following that we're not missing the 4th racer, right?
Yeah, no, they are upgrading the sail ranks here. They are listening to us. So here is the final score before going into race number 5 that decides who will go into the medal race. That's top 10. Chico P. Melo, 7 points. White Shark, 9. He's jumping up to second. Semendes, 12. Sion, 14. Martin Fernandez jumps up to 5th with 16 points. Sid 20, Eduardo Marquez 22, D Lima 23. As we said, 17 points gone. Martin Portugal 24, and then Diogo Costa drops to 10th. And 2 Nilsson with that victory. Yeah, didn't have a good performance in the first race, but a victory with 28 points. So let's keep an eye here. From actually position 18, from position 18 to...
the race is up, my friend. The Portuguese race is going without you. Going in there now because they're 2 seconds away from the start line. It's the top races are left. So keep watching.
Keep watching. We'll fast go in. So let's... there we have it. We'll soon come in the race here. Very important here. We got the score because now we can keep an eye on the players. There we have.
Penalty given right there. Somebody scooping around early start, but Mendes in 13th. SB is in the lead. Sion in second. Miguel in third. Eduardo in fourth. And Team Morris in fifth. That's how it looks right now. Martin coming up. Pedro, Port, Nunes, 2 Nelson now in 8th. So we missed the start. We apologize that, but it was an exciting scoreboard for all of us.
Yeah.
So the race ain't over. This is just the beginning of it. Thomas, come on. Tell me something.
Max de Groot going all by himself into Harder Breeze, and the wind socks is in the favor up there. But will the wind shift against him?
Now, right now, I think the wind is in his favor. So he's sailing away. So he should tack now. Definitely tack now and get that wind in your favor because this is what you need. Unless he's waiting. Look at the ley line coming like nothing. Boom, and there he's tacking over. So now he's going from 20. He's probably dropping high up into the 10th, into the teens, maybe into the lead.
Yeah. Let's go to the opposite side. Here we have 2 Nilsson, won the last race, currently in 12th, and a wind shift came in. Mendes now coming up, D Lima. And that's good news for the boats in the middle. See, Sion, we'll just go to the chopper so we can see all the boats here. Sion, he's in second.
In second to last. Chico and White Shark, 19th and 20th.
No,
That's not a good call.
No. So the 2 leading boats are in last position. Luckily for them, that will be their discard because they've been having so good results all day. So if they're doing a bad race here, it will be removed, but it will give them a really bad point into the middle race. So they need to step up.
So SB looking good right there in first, and Sion in second. So Sion holding his position, experienced sailor. Miguel now in third coming up. Pedro in fourth. That's all good. We're looking good. Now they're going to tack over Leyland again. And Nelson's going to be in trouble because he will have to duck for Mendes. Here we go. There's the late call. Lima doing the same and giving him dirty air. Who's going to slow down even more. Martinez doing the same. Martin doing the same to the other white boat.
But see, T. Morales, he's too polite.
But he, look.
I'm an e-sporter, Norman. You know, I have taken them. I have been taking 3 boats out of the race and tack up there and be by myself.
But look, T. Morales now on the ley line, good positions. Yeah. He might get in trouble once the other ones, if you go into the zone, because he loses his right of way once he enters the zone and everything for attack. Yeah. Be careful there. Martin coming right now with high speeds. And look at that first around.
Sion, Dilima, Sion getting a penalty, hitting Dilima. And 2 penalties. Mendes, 2 Nilsson. Martin Fernandez is doing it, killing them. And then we see Bernardo T. Morales kept away from that battle, did a really huge turn, and go in and take third. So,
look at this tight race around the breach, the broad mark. This is incredible. That many boats right there.
Mendes, 2 Nilsson, double penalty at the first top mark. That's very, very costly in this race. Right. But where is Chico?
Chico back there
19.
Somewhere.
Where's White Shark? 13. So White Shark gets ready to get some points on the account.
Jesus Christ. Chico needs to take his anchor out and stop the damage. He needs to come now. Morales in the Fernandez second and Martin Fernandez in third. Sion in fourth coming back. Flautis now in fifth. So there's the battle right there, the downwind battle of the J70. Martin giving T. Morales he's laughing him up. Well, now we have Flautis on top giving him birdie air. This is a tough right now. De Lima coming in, also going to throw dirty air on all the top of them. So
huge battle here. 5 boats coming in. It looks like Bernardo will be the big loser, but he's on the inside. Let's see the rounding. First penalty, T. Morales. And the rest of them survive. No, penalty to De Lima. And penalty to Sion for sailing into Martin Fernandez. So Bernardo and Team Fernandez winning that one.
7 penalties right there at the bottom gate mark. Bernardo is taking it home that way. Martin in second. Really well done. And the rest of the fleet is just trailing now because of the penalty given at the bottom.
And see who was lucky. He got a penalty. He got the first penalty. And it's only 11 seconds slowdown. And he got the slowdown while they were turning. So he actually kept his third position and not dropping too much down. That is luckily for T. Morales. De Lima in fifth.
Right. And Chico has come up to 14th now after this. Flautas is in 13, who was in fifth. So we see the changes happening during this last battle.
Cementos with his third penalty. This time against the battle against SB20. Sion in ninth. But T. Morales third. Martin Fernandez in the lead, Bernardo in second, Miguel Betancourt in ninth, and Chico Pimello in 13. But he's getting the wind against the nose when he's crossing into the top mark.
Here we go. First and seconds are equal in distance, 2 meters, 4 meters. That is nothing, and they are so close to the ley line right now. This is going to be again another battle at the gates and at the top mark. Watch out. Stay clear is the goal. Give yourself space to finish this, and otherwise you slow down now.
See a small battle also here. Pedro Marcos battling it with Tu Nilsson and Diego Costa. Then we have Sion in 7, getting ready to round it.
So watch this game again right there. Martin and Bernardo fighting it out. Oh, Bernardo ducked this race, and now he is almost in the lead. It's such a close call. We don't watch this.
But
so
Martin on the inside.
Around.
Inside. No.
Penalty.
He just what happened here was Bernardo. He got in starboard tack before entering the zone, and that's why Martin got the penalty. But because if Bernardo was in the zone, it has been him getting that penalty. Wow.
That's it.
Very close call. Very close call.
Right, and here we go again. A close battle at the Broad Reach, which is an incredible... look at this. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. But they're all so nice. They're all knowing what they're doing, keeping clear, no accidents. Everything is good. The paint is staying on the boat, I like to say.
but it doesn't cost anything to scratch your boat in e-sailing. That's legal. That's part of the rules. Remember, I'm an e-sporter, and you guys are the sailors. But in the lead, Bernardo, Martin in second, T. Morales third, Tu Nilsson fourth, De Lima coming in. And then we have Pedro Marco coming in. Cementos in 11.
Right. So the battle is still happening between third, fourth, and fifth. On the left-hand side, Cementos is just in the middle of the field, no action there. But if you go back to the third, fourth, and fifth battle, I think there might be something happening. And if not, let's watch it right there. Now, first and second are clear, but there it is, fifth and sixth, the yellow boat, the black boat. They are all having some issues with the Pedro, that is, Pedro and Dingo having a battle. De Lima coming in now. Okay, second is Bernardo. T. Morales third, Tu Nelson fourth, right. De Lima is in fifth. Now the black boat Sion coming in sixth. Nice. Diogo coming in as Pedro coming in at seventh. Flute is eighth. Ninth is Miguel. 10th is Miguel. The Mendes now fighting for his 10th spot. Getting it though. 11th, 12th, and 13th right there.
Chico 16. Yeah.
Chico 16th. What happened? Zit is also in the back there. Yeah.
So, race number 5. Bernardo with a win. Martin Fernandez in second. T. Morales third. Tu Nilsson fourth. De Lima fifth. Sion 6. Diego Costa 7. Pedro Marcos 8. Flautas 9. Miguel Betancourt 10. Cementos 11, X382 12, White Shark 13, Chico Pimello 14, Max de Groot 15, Martin Portugal, he is in 16, Sid 17, SB20 18, Portugal Villamora in 19, and Eduardo lost connection, getting maximum speed. This is a very close race, and see the stats, Norman.
Right, T. Morales with 1 point, and the average start was 0.5 of a second. Best average speed by Diogo 8.2, not the fastest. Sid with maximum speed came in almost last, 17.1 knots. Shortest distance self by Bernardo, who lost connection, I believe, 1.6 nautical miles. That cannot be it. High mint speed is by Sid as well, 28.8. Then Portugal, Vila Moura sailing 15 jibes, and Semendes with high scoring and penalties.
Yeah. And Norman, one thing we're just waiting for here. We can see here how they switch position, but the most interesting part is who will get in top 10. Who will get into the medal race. Top 10 in the medal race out of these 20 top skippers around Portugal. What a fantastic high level. And while we're waiting, guys and girls and skippers around the world, if you're sitting in your local club and want to organize things and do it in a simple way, here's a tool that's pretty neat to use. It's called Discord. And the scoreboard coming up for the medal race. Top 10 will go into it. It's Chico Pimelo with 11 points. Martin Fernandez 18 points. White Shark 19. Suong 20. Cementes at 21. D. Lima 28. 2 Nilsson 32. 32. Diego Costa 33. Martin Portugal 35. T. Morales 36. Sneaks in and takes 10th. With that third place in the last race. And what an interesting battle, Norman, coming up.
Right. You're looking at this. Chico has to lose this game to be able to let go of the medal that he's going to win possibly. But second to fifth are only 4 points, 3 points away from each other. So the battle really happens between second and third. that's where everything happens. So watch out from our team, White Shark, Sion, and Semendis, because those boats will duke it out together. And I hope this is going to be an exciting race to watch, which is coming up in a moment, Thomas.
Yeah, but it will first start in 7 minutes. We just got that from the admins. So let's try to do some analytics of all this. Chico, 11 points. You're getting double points in the middle race. So if he's losing it, then he will get 20 points.
31, yes.
Yeah, and 31. But and when we watch it in here, then we see Martin Fernandez, 18 points. White Shark, 19 points. Sion, 20 points. So the winner of those 3 positions will get the best position.
Yeah, everything is possible. Nothing is over yet. The fat lady hasn't sung, as I always like to say. So I think Team Morales with 36 points is at least, or 35 points is Martin. Those two are really far away from everything. But the rest of the team has still a chance to scoop up, depending on what Chico is going to do. He just sailed into 14th of 20. So if he messes up his start or anything like this, get penalized, then everything is open. The cards are on the table. What to do, Thomas? What to do in the start line?
I just have to say, Chico needs to do a clean start, needs to keep himself in top 3, then he will win this J-Boats competition. If he is not in top 3 and Martin Fernandez, White Shark or Sion sneaks in front of him, then it's all open. So...
Yes, and Matt PM is asking on YouTube, is this going to be a double race? A medal race is going to be a double points, right? Yeah. So first possession gets 2 points, 10th possession gets 20 points. So yes, that's the truth about this race. Yes.
Yeah. So Norman, we are getting ready for an interesting race coming up. But just before that, this is where you can watch it, and please share and like what we're doing. We love to support all of you. Please support us. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you e-sailing fans around the world. Welcome to e-sailing TV. We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophy. That's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo, 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.
Good start. This is superb. And look at the speed of the Spanish line. From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that 0.
And Norman, we are ready to the medal race of this grand final. And the boats are coming in, but before we're getting ready for it, let's just keep an eye on that scoreboard again. Chico P. Melo, 11 points. Martin Fernandez, 18 points. White Shark, 19 points. Sion, 20. Semendis, 21. D. Lima, 28. 2 Nilsson, 32. 33 points. Diego Costa, Martin Portugal, 35. Team Morales, 36.
Right. Let's go for it. Let's see who's going to win. Thomas, what do you think who's going to win?
I will not say who's going to win. You know that trick about commentators' curse, and you know I will never tell, because then they will lose. It's only you jumping in with 2 legs. We saw that in the German final today, Norman.
Yeah, well,
so,
never
nice
again,
try,
my
nice
friend.
try.
If you ever ask me in a live stream again, I will just say, well, look at your crystal ball and find out yourself, because I ain't telling.
But let's ask the chat, who will win this regatta today? Who will win the J-Boats Portugal Grand Final? It is the medal race. We know that Chico is in the lead. But will he be that when we are ending up?
Only the screen will tell us once this race is over. Chico has a lot of chances to win this race by being in such a good lead with so many so low points. And if you look at YouTube or on Twitter or on Twitch, you can see who's cheering for whom. and people have their opinions there for sure. I think Chico, people are cheering for Chico, some for Sion. Who will it be, guys? This is exciting, and I think they're still waiting for two people to come in. There is an orange boat. I don't know if that is you or someone else.
No. That's one of the boats. We have a glimpse in the server, so that might be Chico. I see that was the Lima, and Chico just joined in. All 10 boats are there. We are getting ready, and according to the race officers, it will first start in 2 minutes. So let's keep an eye on the boats. This is Martin Fernandez. He has been doing a great job today. Sion is here in the red boat. 2-Nilsson in the white boat with the donut on. That's a good trick so we can see him. Martin Portugal, yellow boat. Cementos with the 4-leaf on. T. Morales sneaks in and took third in last race. And he is, according to server, the medal race master. So let's see how we do that. Diego Costa. That's a fire, isn't it? A ring with fire in a red boat. Shark is here. White Shark are getting ready to do his shark attack. D. Lima with the astronaut helmet. And then we have the fans out there. They're getting wild now. This is Chico. But the fans are still on the side of Sion.
Well, some are saying Chico. So, again, we'll find out. And the race has not started yet. I think the waiting for the 25 minutes past the hour. And I believe that's when we see the start line opening up, a minute 15 to the start line. And this is a really lovely evening. And there it is, as we said, 25 after.
On time. Amazing job they're doing here. Let's get ready to rumble. The boats are getting in position. The starting line is getting smaller when it's only 10 boats. So it's all about positioning yourself.
This is it, guys. Again, always good to have clear air when you go up. The Portuguese sailors seem to be gentle on the start line. They do not seem to throw you hooks or anything like this. So good space to be. If you look at it, the pennant is slightly in favor, but really light. So there's not much distance there taken if you start on top. So it's fair to sail anywhere. Hardly any boats at the committee boat because everybody's battling for this stuff. So only one boat over there to the right by himself. 2 boats. That is interesting to watch because they're coming back.
But now it's time for the players. The skippers are doing that tactics and strategy. Last chance to do that trick. Look at the wind intelligence in the top corner. That's what's happening within the 10 seconds. One boat outside doing a downwind start.
Doing
That's
the downwind start, that is,
but
if you know what to do, super strong.
No. Jacob Costa taking a chance. Let's see. 9, 10, but it's Di Lima with the best start. Let's see. Penalty, Martin Fernandez and 2-Nilsson dropping down. They will lose 6 to 8 meters. Di Lima in the lead.
Right. Look at the boat on the right-hand side. That was Diogo doing the downwind start. He has the nose ahead of himself, so he might be surprising everyone. Yeah. Very gutsy move.
But interesting here, Chico in 5th, and we said he needs to keep himself in top 3 to be sure of winning this race. And right now he's in 6th. Everything is open. The battle is on. The battle for the J boats Portugal is on. This is the medal race. 160 skippers started this campaign Saturday. It's down to 20 in the final. 10 skippers in the medal race. And Diego?
De Lima is in 1st, and he was in 6th after the 5 races. So that is a pretty good position. Martin is in 3rd, and he was 2nd after the 5 races. So also a good position. Again, I want to see how Diego coming back there from all the way from the good start. He was 8th after the first start. T. Morris was last, and he now is in 6th position. This is a really tight race, guys. Fun. Ooh, look at that. Cementos Sion really done in 2nd position right now.
And that's a good position for him because Chico is in 5th. This means Sion is leading the race at the moment. He is leading and winning the final score if he keeps that position and Chico doesn't go up in positions. Everything is on.
Nothing is over yet, guys. This is a really, really, really tight race. And look at Diogo still all the way back there. And I think he looks like he has the nose quite a bit up front. and the wind is coming in his favor. So now he's tacking over, and he's going to gain meters. Look at that, 7th. He's going to go into 6th now. He's going to go into 5th, and De Lima is right in his way. So I'm going to call starboard! Starboard!
Yeah, but De Lima
right
goes in
it.
front.
Okay.
He goes in front, and that means Diego is going in 2nd. And what an upwind race.
Fantastic, great. And Team Morales is in 1st, but he's going to lose that because the wind angle is not in his favor. De Lima, the ley line is coming to him, so he's in a super good position. Diego has to tack 2 more times to come around that top gate. And we have on the backside there the black boats, also the green and black boat, or the yellow boat, I'm sorry, White Shark coming around there. But De Lima seriously in the lead. And there is Diogo coming around 2nd. Bingo, as we expected. So that's going to be a close race.
But see this interesting. Chico needs to go behind. He drops to 9th. He drops to 7.
Then Team Morales in 3rd.
And Team Morales is in 3rd. But we're keeping an eye on Martin Fernandez, who is in 8th, getting a penalty. 2-0. This is good news for Sion. Where is he? Where's Sion? Where's Sion? No, he drops to 10th.
Sion is in last, in 10th.
No. He went upwind. It's turning everything around again. Good news for Chico, but this means the boats in the lead, De Lima and Tim Morales, can win this regatta.
Right.
Wow.
White Shark can take it home if he stays in that position that he is in 4th he's in 3rd after the 3 races. So good position for him. Guys, this is a battle. This is a dicing around. Everything is up in the air. We do not know how this is going to end up. And Chico and Sion do not look that great, guys. What's up? It's this cheering here. Oi.
Chico
so
in
De Lima
6th.
holding his lead as he has from the beginning. Diogo in 2nd, trying to find his. Oh, look at that! White Shark and Timoris having a little battle there, and there we go. Let's see what happens.
White Shark will win the next meeting if he's coming in starboard attack. There, Team Morales. Penalty. White Shark eating up his opponent. Team Portugal. Cementos coming in. Penalty to Chico. It couldn't be worse time to get that penalty. Martin Fernandez, 2-0, and Xiong also with a penalty. That means Diego, White Shark, De Lima, they can do the surprise and win this regatta. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Must they have sweaty hands on the keyboard, or what is going on? Did this phone slip out of their hands? Guys, the top leaders in last. In 2nd to last, 3rd to last, my goodness. But De Lima holding his position really nice. He's going to tack over now. No, he's just sailing right over it. That means White Shark has the opportunity to catch up.
But he's going into lighter wind. That means White Shark and Diego Costa is going close to him and getting ready to that battle. Whoosh! It's going to be a close down win. 3 boats are battling for the victory. And De Lima needs to win it, or White Shark to be in position 1, because Xiong, Chico, Martin Fernandez are 7, 8, and 10th. That is interesting.
28 points De Lima has, so he will definitely scoot up in the scoring. But boy, I mean, White Shark and Martin are so good in their scoring. So, wonderful win for De Lima if he holds it. Will it be the win? I don't think so.
No, but he might get in top 3 anyhow. But it's a fantastic race. We keep an eye on my team. We keep an eye on Diego Costa and White Shark. And White Shark, if he sneaks up in 2nd, then it's going to be very interesting. And it looks like they're going to battling it downwind. But again, Xiong 10, Chico 7, Martin Fernandez is in 8. They're rounding the top mark for the 2nd time. And then getting ready for the long downwind attack towards the finish line. Who will win this regatta?
Cementos in 4th has a really good chance to hold his position and come onto the podium. White Shark as well could be the winner of this whole regatta if he stays there or gains another spot. And there is a battle right there. Close call. And the rest of the friends are coming around. There we go. Team Morales, Martin Fernandez coming around. Chico now in 8th. 9th is T. Nelson. And 10 is Sion. Now watch the top guys. De Lima and Diego fighting for 1st and 2nd. And there is that string going downwind.
All quiet here. We are waiting for the first move of attack. Chico, Xiong, and Martin Fernandez is out of the battle for the victory. One of the winners will be found in this group of 5 racers. Who will
look
win?
at Mendes. He's lifting up his boat to throw some dirty air on White Shark, who jives over, and that is a call that I would have not done. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I may have lifted up myself and give Diogo some dirty air, but he didn't choose to. So, fair racing here. Okay. Jives not happening. That was a pretend. Oh,
De Lima under
now in
attack.
trouble.
Diego, he goes for the victory. Lima is under pressure. White Shark coming in, not capturing Diego. That means Diego can push to De Lima, and he will do it. It's going to be a very close one. Let's see it here from White Shark's view. See, he's coming in with speed. De Lima dropping down 3 knots in difference. Will it be De Lima or will it be Diego? Oh, De Lima takes it. Then we are getting ready for it here.
What? Here we go. Martin trying to catch us back, and but White Shark is taking the third.
Semendes,
Oh,
White Shark
Semendes
fourth,
takes the
Martin
third.
coming in. And now it's interesting. Chico is in last. No, he's in 7. Martin 6. Chico 7. Team Morales penalty, losing it. Sion 9. 2 Nilsson 10. Wow, Norman. What a call we're going to have here. That's
Semendes took third, and White Shark took fourth.
Yeah, no.
And they're in between, only 2
no,
points.
let's see. De Lima with a win. Diego Costa in second. Semendes in third. White Shark fourth. Martin Portugal fifth. Martin Fernandez sixth. Chico Pimelo in 7. 2 Nilsson 8. Sion 9. T Morales 10. And see the stats here. Sion with 3 penalties. That's why he was dropping down. Martin Fernandez with the best start. But what a show here, Norman. What a show.
I think this is going to be called by 1 point or 2 points overall, first, second, and third. Just watch for the scoreboard to be activated in a moment here on sailranks.com. What a race, man.
Yeah. They started 160 skippers Saturday morning, 10 local time. It's Sunday night. It's 10:30 local time, and 10 skippers are in this medal race. There were 20 skippers in the final, but who will win it? We can't see it yet. They haven't upgraded the scoreboard, so we are waiting for the drums. And guys, while we are waiting for it, thank you.
I've done the math, so I know we did, but I'm not going to tell.
Yeah, you've done the math, but we are going to see it before we're going out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commentating and cheering on all your fans here in the race. And we will just have a small break so we have all the weather and all something to drink before we're going to commentate who's winning. See you within a minute.
Look at this, tremendous.
And welcome back in studio. There is the result. Norman, see who's still winning. It's Chico Pimelo, 25 points. So close of losing it. Semendes second, 27 points. White Shark, 27 points. That was the difference of getting third and fourth in that battle. That was so close. De Lima with a victory, 30 points. Martin Fernandez, 30 points. Diego Costa, 37. Sion, 38. Martin, 45. 2 Nilsson. And then T Morales. What a race. Congratulations to top 3. Chico, Pimelo, Semendes, and White Shark. Way to go, Norman. Way to go.
Wow, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, what a race. What an afternoon. What an evening. What a night that we experienced with the Portuguese. Thanks for putting on that race, guys. Thanks for asking Thomas that, hey, Thomas, let's do this. And I'm glad Thomas asked me, Norman, are you going to join? It's like, yes, I will. So thank you, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. and I'll be back on the e-sailing USA Championship coming up in 20 minutes. Thomas, thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
See you all, guys. Thank you for it. Remember to share and like. We love to support you guys. We gladly do it. So please follow and share us. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you e-sailing fans around the world. Welcome to e-sailing TV. We are in Marseille. We are at the Sail GP Grand Finals. Behind me is the stage where the winner of Sail GP will receive their trophy. So that's a hot one. Penalty to Lilo, 14. Most of the boats are in the committee boat, sailing into each other. Massive penalties in this start.
Good start. This is superb. And look at the speed of the Spaniards.
From the start, and remember they're trying to hit that 0